How's it going, guys? We got to keep up with the Thorps. It's been a minute since we talked about them. Last time we checked, Cortney Thorpe had left the residence, abandoned her kids. I believe they solidified their divorce. And she started producing what I would consider to be analog horror content. It was content that, like, honestly, as someone who's been doing horror stuff for a good while, I was actually kind of a little jealous of. Because she, by accident, not even knowing what she was doing, created a video that was very creepy and kind of weird. Like, wow. So look at that. Cortney did something right. Cortney succeeded. But yet Cortney failed because she didn't hang in with that. She didn't. I guess the life of being alone is too much for her. I guess living on the streets, just it was too much. So she went back. Get relaxed here. Get yourself a drink. I got myself a Jack and Coke. Get yourself a smoke. This is not a blunt. And let's get ready, dude. Let's get ready. We're going to start our journey off into the Thorps, see what's going on. It is an interesting family, isn't it? It's interesting. I tried to warn them. I tried to warn them many times. Don't put your family stuff out there. But they just won't listen. It's a reality show. They're making a reality show in a way, huh? It's better. It's better than the stuff I'd see on TV. Because it doesn't seem all that produced. Let's start off with Grace Thorpe transitioning into a boy. Grace Thorpe, the daughter of Ben Thorpe and Cortney Thorpe, is now a boy. That's Grace Thorpe. That Ryan there? I'm sorry, I was dead naming. That was very disrespectful of me. I could take all this other stuff off. No one donates. This is the dead weight. The dead weight streams. Let's get all that off. I'm covering. Look at that. That's so much of a bigot. My face is covering her face. I have to fix that. There you go. That right there. That used to be Grace. Now it's Ryan. Okay? So if you thought Grace was hot, what do you think of Ryan? It's a legit question to ask there. Is there a bigger picture? There is a bigger picture. Bigger picture in life. But let's see. Let's go back. I think we get a close-up. Did we get a close-up? If it happens. Come on. Does it happen? I believe it happens. Oh, where is it? Look. They're bigots. They don't even give Ryan the full camera. I think it happens over here. Let's see. Let's see if we can grab that real fast. I don't know. Maybe they're afraid of Ryan taking over. They think Ryan's going to take over. But we need to be supportive of Ryan, okay? We need to be supportive. Because I don't think Ben is. Ben's not supportive of Ryan. Ben wants Ryan to remain as Grace. I wonder why that is. I wonder why Ben is worried about I guess the optics of that. Word around town has been is really close with Grace. I guess it gets a little weird if Grace starts looking like a little boy. I guess it starts looking a little weird. Let's see. How you doing, Coffee? How you doing? Let's see. Where is... There should be a close-up because that's Grace right there. I mean, I'm sorry, my bad. Ryan. And we got to support her here. It's a troubled time for her, okay? She's conflicted because it's like, is she going to really get the support she needs? I think she should, but I don't think she will. As you can see, she starts off as Grace, and honestly, Ben puts it in her head that it's just a bit. Okay? It's just so disrespectful right there. Ben Thorpe, the biggest bigot, doesn't support Grace transitioning to that of a boy. So sad. Let's play it. Let's play it here.
Grace, you're retransitioning.
Oh, no other reason why we're playing this, because Grace, Ben, and Cortney analyzed the horror short that Cortney produced.
Now, we're trying to detransition.
Trying to detransition. Let's back that up. Did you hear that? You probably didn't. Let's crank it up full volume so that way you can hear it. It's very bigoted. I can't believe Ben said this.
Grace.
You said I was 11 years old. I'm 12 years old. So get it right.
Grace, you're retransitioning now.
Ben is calling Ryan Grace. So bad.
Now you're totally in the dark. And there's Grace, looking like you're 11 years old. Grace.
Actually, you said I was 11 years old.
Grace.
You said I was 11 years old. I'm 12 years old. So get it right.
Grace, you're retransitioning now. We're trying to detransition.
Ben is trying to detransition his son.
Okay, I get it. We're all being trolled.
And define. This is when Grace takes the name Ryan. And she needs our support. She needs your support. You know what, guys? What did you do with Zod, Deadman? I don't know. What did I do with him? I don't have any issues with Zod. There's an issue with Zod? I don't know. I thought Zod was cool. Is Zod not cool? Does Zod have an issue with me, man? Well, the bigger topic here is, why does Ben have an issue with his daughter transitioning to a boy? So sad. Anyway, let's play some more.
Trolled constantly.
Let's go. So we go to review the video.
Yeah.
Apparently, Ryan has a speech impediment. That's okay. We support that here. We're very progressive here. How progressive? I'm a trans woman. I think you already know that. I mean, all my neighbors think I'm a woman anyway. So.
Are you going to be in charge of promoting the comments?
Yeah, I can put it down.
Harry says, you look great.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Is this
Is autism confirmed?
Actually, I don't have autism. I have
It's not Grace, it's Ryan. So Unbleached is a bigot. I'm going to let Unbleached know that he is a bigot and needs to support Grace's transition to Ryan. In fact, I just dead named. Rest in peace, Zod and Sean Thiem. I guess so. They don't come around anymore, I suppose. They maybe. I'm in the dark patch right now. And a true talk here. I'm in the midst of a rebuilding. Why? I'm a little tired of doing the horror stuff. The horror the Dead Man Horror Show. I like it, but sometimes I just I want to do something better. I want to do something better. Real talk. We'll talk with the neighbors, and we may actually put together a little podcast. Be a live show here on YouTube or whatever, and it could be kind of interesting. Topic wise, well, I mean, it would be like dudes talking about dude stuff. Don't you rebuild every 2 months? Do I? I don't know. I don't know, man. But we need to talk about the Thorps. Flip the script. I think the first episode of that podcast would be... Well, I said something around the guys I shouldn't have said. I'm going to leave it at that. How much to get you to sing? I'm stuck with a man in the mirror. I don't know, man. Everyone has a prize. Everyone has a prize. I like that there's 3 people watching. Can one of you guys press the like button for me? Why are you diverting from the question? What did you do with Zod and Sean? I invited them to a hangout, and they're not coming back. They didn't make it back. Okay? Things went south. They went south. Unfortunately. Actually, as you bring that up, I do want to go. Man, why is it whenever I stream, it's like it gets pulled down? It's like I'm dead weight, dude. All right. Yeah, there's no one on my block list or anything like that. I was hoping that no one like pulled like a prank on them or something and try to like block them all. That'd be sad. That'd be sad. Yeah. I think everyone's free. Let's see. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Let me... Why are these people blocked? Hidden users. Oh, that's free, everybody. That's free, everybody. Everyone's free. Why? I treat blocking like it's a joke. If I show pays, auto return. Well, right now we're talking about the Thorps. We're talking about the Thorpe family, and it's important to stay on topic. Okay, we have to keep up with them. Because, like, look, I'm supportive of Ryan. I want Grace to be supportive, or supported, I should say. I think it's very brave of her, I mean him, to transition. So I'm very supportive like that.
High functioning ADHD. So, you know. Also, I definitely should not be drinking Coca-Cola right now. That is not going to be good for my hyperstimulation. But, huh. Hang on one second.
Ben doesn't know what to do with this.
I have to get my dog. I'll be right back.
All right,
Ben
so
is confused because he doesn't understand. He doesn't appreciate that his daughter's turned into a son.
was going over with our audience the
He's also worried about it for other reasons, I'm sure.
timeline of the recent events that we're trying to make a little more sense of today, although Grace seems to be interested in trolling the entire...
Called Ryan by his dead name. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to tell them in the Discord that you shouldn't dead name Grace. That's just a crime. That's just a crime. Tell him right now. Ben. How dare you dead name Grace or Ryan? If I use the word Grace, then I'm dead naming too. I have to use the word Ryan, right? The name Ryan. Ryan. Respect his transition. All right. Let's play some more of this.
Entire thing. And well, so we were saying on Tuesday you made I think a bit of an extreme speech to the kids. Left on your cross country tour that got you as far as like about 5-10 miles from here.
Yes.
And then you.
That's right. Ben is giving us the recap. Courtney tried to leave the house and was so sad because now she's back in the house and didn't last long at all.
Also, I don't know what, just getting paranoid. And then we got you out of that, and that was pretty chaotic because you were very resistant or whatever.
Yep.
I don't know what it was. Got you to a better place. And now, after that, we had a conversation that was a little bit rougher where I was saying, like, I can't do this anymore. We need to have some stability. And I spoke with someone at, who told me that legally I was in good shape now. Since
Yeah, you spoke.
Honestly, let's gonna do a poll right here. Does Grace look better as a boy? That's a stupid poll. I'm not gonna do that poll. That's gonna reveal some things. Hey, how's it going? Mariano Fernandez, Rafamel's in the house. Crass is king. Crass is king. I guess to take a shot for that, I am drinking a Gentleman Jack and Coke. But shots are definitely on the table. It's Sunday, so got to start off right.
To CPS, right?
well, it's called DCYF here, but
Because you told
yeah.
me.
So
that
like
you
the
were gonna-
legal stuff.
Yeah, you said you're gonna call a lawyer, but like you called CPS instead.
Well, I spoke with someone. By the way, that case that was open is closed. I didn't realize.
Oh, that's interesting.
It
Are they
was
open
closed.
another one?
No. She's trying to be transgender, I guess.
No, she is transgender. And it's not a she, it's a he. It's a Ryan. And go back, wait a second. Did Ben really get CPS involved with this stuff? What?
I spoke with someone. By the way, that case. Well, it's called DCYF here. It was in good shape now. Since
Yeah, you spoke to CPS, right?
the
Make us some
people
more.
said more. We need to have some stability. And I spoke with someone at who told me that legally I was in good shape now. Since
Yeah, you spoke to CPS, right?
Oh my God. I didn't catch this. So Ben said he spoke with a lawyer. He didn't speak with a lawyer. He spoke with CPS. Yeah. I'm not surprised. Am I surprised that Ben, the same guy who called the police on me for just saying, hey, Ben, I want to show you my gardening tools. He would call CPS on his own wife? What the hell? What? All right. I need to have a debate about that. That's stupid. About nonsense, about this. Oh my God. There's no way he legitimately thought they were in any sort of danger. In fact, if anything, she was leaving. So what does that say about him, that he can't do it without her? Well, anyway, let's continue.
well, it's called DCYF here, but
Because you
There's a
told
yeah.
me.
So
shot,
like the
guys.
legal stuff.
Yeah, you said you're gonna call a lawyer, but like you called CPS instead.
Well, I spoke with someone. By the way, that case that was open is closed. I didn't realize.
Oh, that's interesting.
It
Are they
was
open
closed.
another one?
No. She's trying to be transgender, I guess.
Not trying to be. She is. I mean, he is.
Joey, you better not be playing Fortnite without me.
She's decided not to participate on a social level.
I don't know what this comment means. I am. So,
She looks like a boy. Grace smoothly transitioned to that of a boy. Okay. So if you thought Grace was hot, what are you thinking about this now? Huh? I'm not in that camp.
I'm not going to confirm it on stream, but I could confirm I am a boy. Okay, go ahead.
But you prefer the pronouns he, him.
I actually identify as an attack helicopter.
Okay, never mind. Wait a second. I was supportive of Ryan, but it looks like Ryan's just treating this as a joke. I identify as an attack helicopter, which is an old meme. That's deader than my last name. That's deader than this stream. Like, what are you doing, Ryan? It's not a joke, you bigot. You know what? Actually, that's me attacking a transgender person. Actually, what's happening here is Ryan's been brainwashed by Ben. Like, Ben's laughing in support, and looks like Ryan's kind of reaching out to Ben, being like, will you approve of this now that it's funny? Please don't hit me, Daddy. Things like that.
So, yeah, those are my pronouns.
Well, okay, I guess it is what it is.
See, Ben is clearly not supportive. It is 2023, Ben. If you're not supportive of trans people, if you're not, then you're not with the program, and there's a problem with you, dude. Okay, you need to be supportive. Let's get those likes up, guys. We get up the likes, and I'll take another shot or something. We got 8 people watching, 1 like. Let's fix that. Let's get it to 8, and bring some people in here, man. Our goal here is to get me drunk to the point to where I pass out and embarrass my family, because I'm looking at the Thorps, and it looks like family drama is where it's at. So let's create some family drama, guys. Let's create it. You could be part of the process. I like that idea. You like that idea? I like that idea. I think it's a great idea. I think it's fantastic. Got a whole bottle of vodka. I'm sipping on some Gentleman Jack and Coke. Yeah, tonight, for the stream, shots are any amount. It could be $1, $2. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at this point. Get a bucket like I don't need a bucket. A stream in a garage. I could vomit on the floor if I wanted to. Okay? Look at this. You want to see this studio? No, you don't want to see the studio. If I show you the studio, Cog will be like, no, actually, it's still better than what Cog lives in. Because I own this studio. I stream in my garage. Be like, well, Mr. Devin, aren't you paying a mortgage, so doesn't the bank actually own it? Well, yeah, sure, true, fine, okay, but I was able to get it, okay, and make payments on it. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Anyway, back to the Thorps.
Folks,
we're playing this. Look, there's several things we want to highlight here. Cortney went back to the house. Also, the home gets invaded, or the stream gets invaded by a Native American who hates white people. That's something we're going to cover. But in this stream, they analyze Cortney's horror thing. We're almost there.
Epic W for Ryan.
Your name is Ryan?
Yeah. You should know that. You're my dad.
Yeah, Ben, you should know that. You are his dad.
Video?
Yeah, so...
Yes, Ben, you really know your way around Ryan, don't you? Don't you, Ben?
This was released to worldwide acclaim a couple of days ago, after kind of mysterious 3-day WTF period.
It was actually yesterday.
Oh.
It was released yesterday.
Okay. So this was our this was what we would say was an explanation in some sense of what was going on.
An explanation.
Oh wait, really quick. 12 said, can the 12 sound do the dab? Yes. Okay. And also,
so there was like this really interesting horror short that Grace put out there, and they're eventually going to get to looking at that. In fact, let's go and skip. See, here's where Ryan goes back to being Grace because she doesn't have the support she needs.
Okay, this is called Nighttime Slink around Galilee RI.
Yeah.
It's 13 minutes long, and I feel like we can comment over it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
there we go.
It's a good character.
Thank you very much. I'm working on it.
Oh, it's a character. No, that's Cope. It's not a character. It is how Grace truly feels of that of a boy. I think we need to show her support. So show her support by telling her that he is Ryan, and you support Ryan. Alex Shield Jones asks, Devin, does that mean Ben touched his son? It means what you think it means.
Okay, ready?
But I would find it hard to figure out now when this... Yeah, all right. So here we go.
It doesn't really work.
This is like what a person does. What's the name of this thing? This is what a person does when they finally get it about how to understand their life.
Yep.
Correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I think the horror short was great. We watched that together. I thought it was fantastic. It was creepy. Look at that. It's scary.
Okay.
It's like Lost Highway stuff.
My favorite is walking.
Really low voice.
Serial killer-ish.
It's like middle of the night, no people out.
Dude, it's like Cortney didn't even know what she was doing, but what she made looked kind of cool. Let's make that bigger. It's like creepy pasta stuff. It's like analog horror stuff.
Yeah, there's nobody out, so I didn't want to be loud.
Huge houses. This is a stupid tree.
But there's nobody out to disturb.
I know, like when you're outside and like it's quiet, like you just tend to be quiet.
Okay. But you're making a video. Well, okay. I don't know.
She didn't want to draw attention to herself, Ben, because who knows? That small town might have some curfew laws or something. That one cop will wake up and deal with her. I don't know.
If you're gonna make a quiet video of yourself talking, stupid tree. Wouldn't you put that on your face? Well, anyways, I mean,
I don't know. Like, I mean,
I think it was better just to get the atmosphere, get the environment. I mean, that's what all Cortney has to say to Grace.
you know, I'm just kind of like working with what I've got. Like,
Grace, they bought it.
That's because I am a man. I'm actually only a teenager at this point. I'm aware.
Ryan is cool AF.
See, the chat is very supportive of Ryan. I like that. Little hot dog face there, chili dog face, actually. No, Ryan was cool at AF. I agree. How many likes you got here, dude? Do we have 8 likes? We got 2 likes. We get that to 7 likes. I will take another shot. Let's get it to 7 likes. Do you always need the Kino Casino energy? Can we not just be real and chill? Do you need me to clap like a seal and be like, man, get those likes up so I can take a shot? Daniel C says, I love the Dymo. That's okay. You can do that, man. That's fine. It's totally fine for you to love another man. Yeah, that no problem there, man. All right, let's watch some more.
I know. I want Ryan back.
Ryan will be back soon.
And I've been accused of trolling that I'm in a house.
Yeah.
It's a green screen. Yes, this is very much what it is.
Shut up, yellow cake mixer. Fine. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I've been accused of being.
I got something from the Howling Madness here.
Hazel loft. Wait. Go back. I can read.
Let's skip a little bit. Right now they're obsessed with their
Well,
chat.
I mean,
Who groomed you, Grace?
I like to comment.
Groomed you into becoming someone who's retransitioning into another gender identity.
I don't know.
Well,
I kind of.
Well, Ben, if you were more supportive of Grace transitioning to how she really feels, she wouldn't have to switch back.
let's just say I've been watching a lot of my brother play Fortnite, and it's gonna rub off on me.
Mustard and ketchup.
On a fish sandwich?
I guess. My thinking, what is like? Am I supposed to be thinking this is lonely? She's having a great time. I don't know.
You're not really supposed to think about much with Cortney's video. It's just you just sit and you just kind of like absorb it. You know, it's just the atmosphere of it all. It is lonely, but you kind of just shut up and you just watch the rest. That's what you do. You just
Like inscrutable.
Well, let's just keep going, give people a flavor of what we're doing here.
All right.
the flavor.
Galilee.
Is this art?
It's a fishing town. Plus like tourists.
I would say what Cortney made here has more artistic value than these streams for sure. Than these Thorps streams.
Beach. Like it's never gonna make it.
It's kind of
to, like,
sorry. It was kind of like
resort town.
I was like, okay, well, I've got to have some kind of theme. So how about like, you know, showing people Galilee, but like showing them Galilee as me. You
I
know,
believe
like my
the
own.
second syllable is emphasized. Or the first. Galilee, not Galilee.
Showing them Galilee as me, like in my own way, rather than like, you know, your typical tour of.
And what is that? And who are you? Someone who is a late.
She's just herself. It's not that complicated. She's just herself. I don't think she's playing a character. It's just herself walking around the place, man.
night person.
Hey,
don't
Zod,
really
how's it
know how to
going?
answer
Hey,
that.
Zod, they were thinking, Zod, I told a story about you. I didn't finish it. We hung out together in real life, and something went south. Just, you know. I don't want to tell them all the details.
Like I just went for a walk.
well, you said you want to give them the tour, being making sure that you're being you.
Well, not like
The best
Well,
part of this is the parkour. Let's get to the parkour part. Let's get to that part. That part's the best part. Let's skip all this. Do. Actually, let's see if they say anything about her falling.
That's a big symbolic fall.
okay. Question. Like
Let's go back. Let's go back. There's a part where she falls on rocks.
Okay.
I'm
getting up.
Now,
There's no commentary on that?
myself. Doing it. That's not
I don't know.
The town of Jerusalem. They're very biblical, I guess. Bunch of rocks I used to
Really
climb
good
on when I was a kid.
Grace, I mean, Courtney just fell right there on some rocks.
that part was funny.
That's like my favorite part. Listen, hear that again.
That part was funny.
Bunch of rocks I used to
Really
climb
good
on when I was a kid.
That part was funny.
Okay.
I'm
Getting up.
Now, got the light on. So smart. I can't get that's the identification. And that's where all the ships come in.
Let's see if they get to the parkour part. That part's great. I love that. There's the boats. Yeah, we'll do the boats. We'll do the boats.
I don't think you understand how art works.
Maybe not, but I thought the lights were like cool. And then like as far as the SpongeBob thing goes, like I didn't like it, so I don't
You
know.
went around from boat to boat saying that you think this one's cool, but it's not. It's kind of loserish to ask whether boats are cool, and then you did it anyways. Is that right?
No, I was laughing at myself because I was originally saying like, oh, I love the boat names, and then they all seem to be. They all
Yeah, this is
suck
when
really.
Courtney was going around judging these boat names, but she doesn't have any boat money. But it doesn't matter what she says.
So like, I didn't really know what to do
She's
with
not gonna
that,
get
but
a
like,
boat.
I did think that
Well, what does that mean? They sucked. I don't understand.
they
You
weren't
didn't
what I
find them
remembered them
cool.
to be.
And now
And
you're
then they didn't-
disappointed that the boat names are not as interesting as they used to be.
Oh, here's the parkour part.
I
This
really
part's
deserve.
best.
I think this part deserves an unmute.
Yeah, I guess.
The parkour is great for many reasons. I love this part. It's like my favorite part.
So, something that I just thought might be funny.
So I
This,
saw all these. I saw all these containers, and I was like, it would be funny to do parkour on them. And then like, right there, I'm checking to make sure like, what is it empty?
And
Like,
the
when I
camera's
climb up there, I don't
slowly
jump into
going up.
something like doesn't have like a top to it.
Uh-huh.
And then my camera starts falling. So like the whole parkour thing, like it was like the idea was funny, but like then the camera fell. Then the whole thing was even funnier.
Ben does. Courtney, why do you have to explain that way? Courtney, you could have said what I was trying to do was show that, you know, someone was trying to be there, trying to go out for attention seeking on doing parkour stuff. But what's more important than that is seeing the night sky. That the emptiness of the dark sky with the lights kind of flushing in, washing it, right? That's more. There's more in that. There's more in that abyss than there ever will ever be in watching someone like Courtney do parkour. Okay, but no. It was all accident. Man, she can't just embrace it. She can't just like lean into it and be like, yeah, actually, it was artistic.
Yeah. Sort of.
Okay.
But I mean, are we in the genre of like a
Getting back
shit
home?
stream? Is that what you were saying? Is like
We're all in the shit stream. What are you talking about? Are we in the genre of the shit stream? Yes. We're all shit stream. So I found this to be interesting because Grace is transitioning to Orion, and they're talking about Courtney's video there. Now, interesting thing you need to know is Courtney's back in the home. Look at this. This is the same Courtney left. Now, there's a few things that happen in this stream that are very noteworthy. One of which is it this one? No, this is when she's come back in and she talks about how she tore up her mom's place. In this stream though, they get invaded by a Native American. Okay? No Way Out says, "Is it sad I find Ryan attractive?" No, man. It just means you like. It just means you like boys. I'm a judgment-free zone now. I'm rebranding myself as judgment-free 100%, no matter what you are. Am I going to take that to its extreme? Let's pour a shot. Someone said shot, so let's pour it. Here, let's do this here. Let's dream a little. Let's dream a little. And it's not $5 shots tonight or today. We're gonna go $2. Okay, we're going $2 shots. That's what we're doing. I just gotta live the dream. You gotta dream big. I tell my kids that every day. You gotta dream big. I hope to God that they don't see these streams and find out what their dad does for McDonald's money. Yeah, I just want you to know, every time you donate to me, part of it does go to McDonald's. Okay, so you are helping people working at McDonald's. Okay. Kind of nice, right? All right, let's take the shot. And I actually want to do a Native American invading their stream first, because the Cortney coming back home this stream is kind of hard to get into, because Cortney's kind of boring. Let me ramp up the speed. Actually, let me save the best for last. I'll save the Native American last. We'll do Cortney right now.
All worried about me, like I was keeping my location a secret.
So I put her to 1.75 speed. I Ralph the fund. No, that fund's has been going on for a while. There we go. Well, believe it or not, sometimes some people give me some support over here. Ooh. All right. This is what's going on in this one. This is Cortney talking about how she tore up her mom's home and how she's upset that her son wants to live a private life and doesn't want to come on stream. And she thinks her son doesn't have permission or the right to consent to privacy anymore.
And I screamed at my ex Ben on a Discord call because I was really angry with him. I did other stuff on Discord calls that I think really misled people.
Okay, refresh. I don't know why it does that shit. Okay, so yeah, in this video, Cortney is talking about how her son doesn't have the right to privacy in a way, and also talk about how she destroyed her mom's house.
Kind of as soon as possible. And so, okay, so just hold that in your mind. Like, okay, we've been misled by this woman. Hold that in your mind as you kind of watch this and as things go along, as I stream more, and try to put those pieces together, okay? So I just want to say hi. Hey, Callum, very funny. Hey, American Dream. Dream, I've seen you in Dr. Fish's chat. It's funny to see people.
She will get to it. It takes a little bit. But also take note of how long it takes her to get to it. This is 1.75 speed.
Okay, so then I screamed at Ben because I got super paranoid. I did things specifically just to, I guess you would say, calumniate him. I basically abused my kids by keeping everything secret. And finally, Ben said, like, why don't you just stop with this madness, come back. He offered a hotel room, very reasonable. He offered the backup studio for me to stay, really nice of him. And so then what happened? So I'm trying to remember what happened. So I was at the backup video, and how did I end up here? What happened?
And Ben supposedly, so they're divorced, and Ben supposedly won the house, the kids and everything, and he's the father, right? And he's the father who has a very close relationship with Grace. So how is that even possible? How's it even possible? I think Ben got Cortney to admit that she abused the kids, but he didn't go to an attorney with that. He went to CPS apparently. What we learned from the other stream. So that's kind of weird. And CPS didn't do anything. It's just a scare tactic. It's all, you know what, man? Honestly, as I talk about this, unless I see documentation, I don't know what's real actually, because it could all just be fabricated and just like just drama, just creating drama to keep us tied into it. You know, Sean's released. There's no one banned.
I don't remember actually. I don't remember the chain of events. I know that like there was another. Did I go off in my car again? I know I went off in my car again at some point, and I don't know. Somehow I ended up here. I really should remember this. Like I did end up here, and
oh, she tries so hard to remember every detail of the story. Just tell the story.
So Ben and I were talking, and he pointed out, which I thought was incredibly perceptive and correct, which was that like, oh yeah, so yeah, I went to my mom's beach house. I'm sorry, guys. I went to my mom's beach house. I smashed up some of her stuff. Yes, and then I ended up here because I had burned pretty much every bridge at that point. And he was like, just come here. We'll work it out. You know, like it doesn't have to be like this. Yes, thank you. You know, I remembered it before you said it, but yes, I got kicked out because I was smashing stuff. I would like to say too.
She was at her mom's house. She got kicked out for smashing stuff. You heard that? She's at her mom's house and she got kicked out for smashing stuff. What are we talking about? She's not some teenage girl. She's not going through that, right? But she's just smashing things around. What could Cortney even smash? What could she possibly break? Just glass? Just a glass of wine? Chat. Do you believe that Cortney was actually kicked out of her mom's house for breaking things? You know what? Let me do a poll here, guys. Let's do a poll. There's probably only 2 people watching. You know, just bring some people in. You know, the stream is what it is. It is the dead stream. Okay, that's kind of what we're gonna call the future streams here, the dead streams. I'll be like the graveyard and all this stuff. You come here and let's see what's dead. All right. Do you believe that Cortney smashed her mom? I mean, her mom's house. Yes or no? There you go. Do you believe that Cortney smashed her mom's house? Do you believe that? Someone said yes already. Look at that. Yeah, I believe Cortney smashed her mom's house. Yeah, I believe that. 100%. This family's kind of weird, man. Gentleman Jack and Coke, really good. You'd bang Cortney? You'd smash Cortney. You know what? Looking at Cortney, it seems like he would be loose down there. Loose down there because of just like wear and tear. Just wear and tear. And like, not because of Ben. Ben's distracted with Ryan. But just out of sheer depression. I'm sure she's... Dude, what I'm saying is she would have a sad vagina. Her pussy's very sad. But maybe you could brighten it up. Maybe you could cheer it up. Give it some play. All right. What else does she say here?
Her. I thought about it quite a bit, and I am sorry for doing that. If Nadine, who's my older sister, or Mary, who's my little sister, or anybody else in my family is watching, or even you, Mom, I'm sorry for doing that. It was not the right thing to do, and
it's not the right thing to smash your mom.
How to make that right?
The house.
I would think that you want some money for that stuff and everything like that. So I'll just respond to this. I'm kind of waiting for John to come on. I know he's awake.
John is her son. I like how she put Jeremy, whatever, in the chat there, but she refers to him by his name here in the stream. She wants her son to come on because she wants to address something in public on a live stream, and she thinks that it's weird that he's not doing it. He says that he wants to be private. He wants to handle it in a private manner. But she's like, well, that doesn't make any sense because he posts photos of himself on Instagram. I mean, just because you post photos of yourself on Instagram doesn't mean you want to be involved in every... all your stuff out there on a live stream. Jesus. You know?
I know he's with his girlfriend, and he's been in my Discord, and he's kind of like peeking around, popping around, and saying stuff. And I think it's time to stop it and just to kind of face the music, because I don't think he's doing very well, and I don't think he will be doing very well. But I want to respond to this.
You don't think he's doing very well? I'm sure. Does Jeremy have a job? Jeremy may not have a job. I don't know. I don't know what he does. But if he may not be doing well right now, he still has potential to do well. Whereas Cortney, the clock, time is ticking. You know what? Instead of judging you, Cortney, what I'm going to ask you is, are you doing well compared to Jeremy? Or John, or whatever his name is? Are you doing well?
Shamu says, hey, Cortney, remember when Grace called the cops on you at your mom's? She did not. I believe my mom did. I'm editing every time they told you to smash everything there before doing so. Okay, you can make that edit. I understand you can make that edit, but...
All right, Shamu says, hey, Cortney, remember that Grace called the cops on you at your mom's? Oh, man, so I guess it did happen. It did happen. Wow. That's amazing. Cortney, you're feisty. You're feisty. That's really nice to know. I like to know that.
To be fair, I think in that edit, you would have to... You can edit it out and make it seem like that's what they did the whole way through. But I remember specifically them saying, like, many times, especially Ben, saying, like, wait a minute, don't do that. Don't smash it. Don't smash it. Can we talk about it? Like, that was many, many times. So, like, yeah, there was, like, kind of...
No, man, I'm sure... I haven't seen that stream, but I'm pretty sure they egged you on. I know firsthand that your family is full of shit. I want you to know some, Cortney. And Ben, if you're listening to this, too. I'm fully convinced you guys are full of crap. You understand that? Like, I did not do any sort of death threat on you guys. I was never going to go to Rhode Island. I live in Texas. It takes 4 hours to get out of this fucking state. What the hell? You think I have that time? I'm fucking lazy. Ask anyone who watched my streams. I'm fucking lazy. I spend my time drinking, sitting. Most people don't even think I have legs because they just see me sitting all the time. I'm not... For a good while, they thought I was in a wheelchair. I might be in a wheelchair. Okay? What I'm saying is you guys know that wasn't a death threat, but you took it as an opportunity. Oh my God, we're being targeted. We're being attacked. Oh my God. You're crying up a river. Just crying a river there. Okay? Yeah, they get the Rhode Island police to call me. They call my family, actually, to find me, which is so weird. And then it was... There's always going to be that grudge. Just know that with me. Whatever happens in the future, there's always going to be that grudge. I don't let things go. I sold out the Dymo because he doxed me. I don't let things go. All right, let's go.
I think it was kind of like a hypothetical, like, what if you did this? Trying to wake me up from my kind of stupor. But Ben is not like a smash things person. He doesn't smash things. So I think he was saying it more of a rhetorical point, like, why don't you kind of wake up and respond to this beach house, which you're obviously having trouble being in? And I think it's okay, just because somebody says to you, like, well, why don't you do this? And then they say, like, okay, well, wait a minute, like, I'm just trying to, like, get you to, like, to kind of consider, like, responding to this whole thing, and then kind of like, okay, but don't do that, right? Like, I needed to say that to get you to respond to this. And now that you're ready to respond, like, don't do that, which I think he very clearly said. Okay, so would I watch it if you put it together? Yes, but I would, obviously it's within my right to say, like, this is, because it's an edit, it's going to potentially show a version.
So, yeah, she's saying, she's about to get into some more, but she's saying John doesn't have any right to privacy. John should just come on her stream and get on his personal stuff. He wants to make it private, but she wants to make it public, of course, because, like, we want to monopolize on the whole, putting all their family drama out there. But, it kind of works, so think about it. It's kind of smart. Think about it, because we're watching it. A lot of people are watching. A lot of people I used to hang with watch it. Can't hang with them anymore because of my liability and all that. That is what it is. But, it's just, it's got to, in one way it's smart because we're all kind of watching the drama. We're all kind of watching the shit show. But it's stupid because of what costs. What costs to them. We've seen this before with other YouTube families that They put all their crap out there, and then eventually, the floor falls out from under them, and it's like it's an utter shit show. There's a lot of families that do this. A lot of YouTube families. Chat, drop the names. Drop some names. I might remember them. It's been a while. I just remember. The one before this family I was thinking of is the guy named Rev. I forgot what the chick's name was. I was saying chick is being nice. She was kind of big, real big, not making any effort either. But and she had like an OnlyFans, and really gross. I remember the guy's name was Rev, and they had kids. It was bad. It was real bad. Like their blowout situation was bad. Whew. Anyway, let's play this. My point is like about all that is that like they will sacrifice privacy for attention, and it works. But that is a cost that's gonna bite you in the end. Like streamers should always have like they should know where to draw the line. Like, okay, I'm not gonna include that. Not gonna include my wife or my kids or anything like that. That's where it gets weird. Okay, that's where it gets dangerous. All right. Devin said I was gonna beat up Brian, Ben, and steal his purse. No, I said I was gonna beat up Ben and steal his wife, but I don't have to steal his wife because he ain't his wife anymore. I mean, there's still a chance that Ben and I could fight. If we ever meet up in real life, we would be social, have some drinks, and maybe throw some punches, man. Yeah. Ben and I should box. We should do some boxing. I don't know how we're going to do it. Honestly, no one knows who I am. Ben is a who too, so no one's going to fund that. Keemstar's not coming down to fund that fight. Two dads. The dad brawl. But maybe we could like orchestrate it behind an Arby's. It doesn't have to be an Arby's. Actually, that's kind of low. We can up it up. McDonald's. It could be behind a McDonald's. That's fine. You know, maybe go behind a Whataburger. That's fine too. I'll tell you what. We can go to the dock. We go to one of those docks that Cortney likes to go do at night. We could brawl there.
Version of what happened rather than like what actually happened. But like if it's a fair edit, I'll say it's a fair edit. Let's see. We all have regrets. All we can do is move on. That's right. American dream. John ain't coming. John just said he's not coming on stream. All right. Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe he'll be brave enough to chat.
Maybe he'll be brave enough to chat. He doesn't want to do online. How about you take it offline, Cortney? Take your chat offline. Take your chat with your son offline. Like when I go talk with my son, I'm not like, hey, come on stream and talk to me. No, I'm like, I'm put on pause and go talk to him or whatever, you know. Jeez. Honestly, guys, honesty. Whenever my son talks to me about what I stream, I'm like, son, you can't see what I do. And it sort of makes me a little sad. I was like, I should be using my time maybe streaming Among Us or whatever, doing things for the kids. But then you guys would just accuse me of being a groomer. I'm like, well, I'm torn, man. I'm stuck. No, I like what I do. I like this. And eventually he'll like it too. Just laughing at people. Daddy, what's a rage pig? Man, I swear, if any of what I do becomes like a real life thing for my kids, it would suck. What I'm saying is, if there was like a Medicare doll, if my son had a Medicare doll, I'd fucking kill it. I'd throw it in the trash. I would stab it. I'd behead it, throw it in the trash, and I'd beat my son and tell him, "What are you doing? Why do you have this? It's a Medicare doll. I got it from so and so. Probably bought on, you know." I was like, no, don't. Why? This is garbage. Don't do that. Anyway, we'll play some more of this, and then we'll visit when the Native American invades their land. Okay, the natives are coming back with rage. They're coming back to take the white man's land.
I don't know, John, like you come out and you chat when it's safe, and then you when it's safe, and then like you run back, and like, is that what you want to do? You want to be this guy who chats and then just kind of like comes in and out, and it's like, okay, but how's that working for you? I don't think it's really working for you. I think it kind of sucks. It sucks the way you do that. I could do that. I mean, I guess I could do that. Like I could, when things get hot or when you get uncomfortable or when you feel like you might some of your bullshit might be called out, you just kind of you just don't face the music. Like I think that everybody, not that people on YouTube super matter in this way, but I think everybody respects somebody who just comes on screen and stays on stream and doesn't rage quit and doesn't just say or just kind of poke around and chat and kind of say nasty things and then leave. I just don't see how you could have a lot of respect for somebody. I actually don't notice too many people doing that. Usually people will stand by what they're saying, and I think that's kind of that's what people do. They say something in chat.
I'm sorry, Courtney's saying a lot of stuff, but it's a lot of nothing. I wasn't paying attention. What was she saying? Oh yeah, that's right. It's not important.
Actually, it's not actually true. I many times will be on a stream chatting, and somebody will be like, "Come up, I have something to ask you," and I'll be like, I'm tired, or I don't want to do that. And I think that's just cowardice. And every time I do that, I hate myself for it. It's so I hate myself every time I don't come up.
You're nice, Courtney. Come on my stream.
Probably been 15 times, and it's it's not a generous thing, and it's just not.
Oh, Courtney comes on my streams. All right, let me just tell you that. She comes on my streams. 100%. I don't put myself out there like Hormaxer does. It's kind of like a DL, It's kind of implied. I'm a gentleman. Good old country boy.
A courageous thing to, not that they demand, that you have to, for their sake, but I don't know, maybe for your own sake. No, it doesn't. Thank you very much. Let's see. All right, Shamu, obviously John's advocate. He feels like you guys manipulate him to then exploit him on a stream. I don't see why it must be public when he wants to be a private person.
Exactly. He wants to be a private person. Let him be a private person. But what she's going to say is this. And guys, I'm going to poll you in the chat. It is understandable that someone may want to be private, right? Even if they have a Facebook or Instagram, they might do a couple posts here and there. Who doesn't do a couple posts, right? Post some pictures, whatever. You could still be a private person. You're just carefully selecting what you put out there, right? She sees it as, oh, he's not a private person. He has an Instagram, and he posts pictures on his Instagram. Therefore, he's a public person. That's not how it works. That's not how this works. You could be a private person, have a few pictures there, and that's fine. You don't have to put all your stuff out there. You can still select what you put out there. You can still be private. What do you guys think about it? Let me do that poll while she talks about this.
So he's a big boy. He can't he can't hold his own. He's like a baby. Can't hold his own. Okay. With his mom, who's according to everybody on the internet, the most manipulatable person ever to exist. He can't manipulate me. He's afraid of me. That seems a little bit far-fetched to me. Exploit him. I don't think I've ever exploited him on stream, so I don't know where that would be. I don't know where that would be coming from. Maybe you can remind me, Shamu. But I don't think I've ever exploited John on the stream, and I don't see why it must be public when he wants to be a private person. He doesn't want to be a private person. Hello. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on a second here.
There you
private
go.
Person. Okay, private person, and he made this he said I'm gonna go have hot sex with my girlfriend. Well, that's a private person. A private person. Wait on a second. Let me just.
Yeah, but post. I'm about to lay pop my girlfriend. Yeah, you can do that. I mean, shit, that's fine. I mean, it'll be different if he had an OnlyFans. If he had an OnlyFans and posting videos of it, now that's a different story. If he's putting the sex tape out there, that's a different story.
Get one of the thousands, as far as I could see, thousands of pics of my son. This is kind of a weird pic.
Why are you putting his photo out there? God, Cordy, you don't respect his privacy. He didn't consent to that. You could be sued for that stuff. You know that? Did he consent? You just digitally raped your son. Courtney, you just digitally raped your son's consent. I hope you understand that. You did not ask consent to show him on your stream. You just digitally raped him.
All weird, but this is John in the mirror of his bedroom. And like
Yeah.
times that times maybe 100, and you
I
get your
guess
private
so.
person. He's not even wearing a shirt. He's wearing goggles. That's
I don't
funny, but,
care
like,
what he's wearing. I wasn't even looking. I don't even want to see that. Why did he do that? Then why do you want to put your son who's half naked, not wearing a shirt, on the stream for everyone else to see? You're like those pervy mothers on that show that I heard about. I haven't seen, but people talk about with this show about moms getting all on their sons. All right, we're gonna segue on this shit to explain this. So, guys, are y'all aware of some sort of show that's on mainstream TV where there's a bunch of moms in a house and they like have to feel the chest of their son to figure out who their son is? It's very weird. It's very white trash, very degenerate. I don't know what the name of that show is. And you know what? I'm not going to look it up. If you know what the name of it is, you let me know in the chat. Okay? I think the name of the show is called Ben Thorps' House. I don't simp for Grace. By the way, Grace is the dead name. The name is Ryan. Okay? And I don't simp for Ryan. Okay? Because I'm gay. I'm a gay woman. I'm a trans woman and I'm gay, which means I like women. Okay? Are you understanding the logic of this all? I'm a trans woman. I've came out like several times. Actually, not several times. I came out like a month ago. A proud trans woman over here. That's a lesbian. All right.
He's not even wearing a shirt. Like he posts like pictures of himself daily. His arm marks, like how many drinks he had last night. Like, did anybody ask?
His arm marks? Who puts arm marks for how many drinks you had? That's weird. Is your son cutting? Cortney, did you just put sensitive information out there about your son? Why would you do that? We love Pay. Give me some clips of Pay doing some hoary shit. We'll put it on the screen. Hey, let's do that. We always look at bikini models. What if we looked at some average women? Oh, yeah. That's your real selection there. Those are the women. They're not going to say no. They don't even know what no is. Hell, they get knocked up. They don't care. They're just going to zap it. It's okay. Let's do that. Lower expectations. That's real expectations. What the hell? Yeah, these shots are real. You can tell. The stream is getting weird. Oh, by the way, let's go to the Native American. Let's talk about when the Native American invades the Thorps stream. So in this stream, they're talking about patching things together. Grace is trying to be like a mediator once again for Ben Thorpe and Cortney. It's kind of the same shit, honestly. It's the same stuff. Same song, different verse. Okay? No Puerto Ricans tonight in celebration of Gator. That's right. That's right. So we'll play this part.
Secondly, along those lines, right? And at the time, you were, well, at the time, we both thought that we were unclear about whether we were married. So in a sense, you were even more obviously doing that, right?
I actually don't know the timeline on that. Like when I figured that out and when I started doing that, I really don't know.
Well, I do. It was before
Let me get
that
to when the
time. So in a
Native
sense, you were-
American joins.
I mean, I think we both kind of knew on some level, but I know it's before you filed the divorce papers or kind of clearly said this is an annulment.
Let's
Okay.
see.
You were flirting with
Easy
another man.
join.
I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that.
Oh,
You
right
have
here. Right about
every
here.
moral right to do that, but I'm saying, like,
Right about here.
John, you can come in.
Oh, wait. I got to take a piss. We'll come back and we'll do this. I'm serious. Okay. All right. We're back. This is when the Native American invades the stream. Are you ready for it? This is the best part. This is the best part, honestly.
In the backup studio, if you want to
Also
come
a
down here at
career.
some point.
Also,
John, if you hop on, there's rolled cigarettes. You wouldn't believe how many rolled cigarettes we can make over here. So, smokes, Courtney. Let's go. You know what's ironic about my brother John smoking? Is that he yelled at me for.
you should do a compilation of all the scoldings of John
Yeah.
about smoking.
He shamed me for years for smoking. I
He's a great kid.
and he said,
Shamed for smoking. They all smoke. They all smoke tobacco like crazy. You know, like just back to back. Look at this. I got myself a little bowl of food. It's like, you know, that's nice. All right. Yeah, but this is when the Native American joins. Just about now. And this is when it gets really spicy. The Native American, then we have a drunk, I guess Scottish. No, he's not Scottish. I'm not sure. British. Yeah, Rizza. The guy named Rizza. He comes on.
He's a great kid. It's great content.
"Well, I heard nothing but, oh, you're disgusting. You don't care about your own health. Blah 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 blah."
Yes, Grace. Grace, what is the theme of this little conversation we're having so far?
Who is the young HBK? Somebody who's backstage.
Young
Grace.
HBK. There we go.
What's the theme of this conversation?
What is the point I'm trying to make?
The point you're trying to make is that mom.
So Ben doesn't even know the point that he's trying to make. Or is that like a little test?
Is-
Okay, we're Okay, we're back. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the stream. It's like it goes well, and then something somehow just dips it. And then comes right back up. It's so intermittent, though. It's weird. Anyway, here we go. Native American invading the land now.
Is not really. She can have fun with us again. I don't know. Right?
No, what are the points? Why am I going through these points? Because I'm saying in each of them
There was a lie.
I think the young HBK may be your brother because I just see a middle finger coming up.
Yeah. Hello?
There he
Hello.
is. Native
I'm not gonna
blood.
put myself on camera.
Be careful, Grace. Be careful.
No,
Hello?
it's not, isn't it?
I'm not gonna put myself on camera.
Oh, it's John. All right.
Hey, who's John? I don't know who John is.
That's not John.
Not John?
I don't think so.
Definitely not John. What the
No.
fuck?
It's not John.
No.
No, it's not John. What's up? What are we doing here?
No thanks. Okay,
Yeah, we'll pass. Thank you.
that was great, but
You gotta watch a little bit. We're not here to like rehash it for everybody.
this is a stream. You want to see the recap of the stream? Scroll back, buddy.
He's going to come back
Okay.
on.
Why are you
very
asking
soon.
me questions?
So far, all we got is a middle finger and a ceiling. I thought it was John.
It did seem so. It seemed like John.
Yeah.
At Fed Up Southern Girl, your high point in life was 1995.
Her on his.
Yeah, people just might need a little.
He's coming on very soon.
Power
Yeah.
dynamic edgelord innovation. Great.
That's what
What
this is.
a great stream.
Don't get it.
So this is what Grace is working on with her dad and mom. There's the things that need to talk about. Connection with whoremonger Jonathan, semi-romantic and sexting. Implied that you weren't obsessed with dad. Implied that you weren't actually wound up about sex. Got going with cameras, editing, capable of doing stuff, not depressed, suicidal. Okay, that's weird. Okay. Kind of boring. Okay.
All right, let's keep going.
So, get the Native American in there. Here he is.
What's up?
Do I look,
You're back.
do I look Asian to you?
Asiatic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Asiatic? No.
You don't have any.
Okay. We're going to do a poll. Okay.
Indian blood?
Indian. Ish.
Uh,
No, I mean native. You know what I mean?
Native American? Yes, absolutely.
Aha. That's Asiatic. Isn't
The guy claims he's Native American. Does he look Native American to you? No poll. Does he look Native American to you? Does he? Press 1 if Native American. Press 2 if Chinese. Press 3 if Mexican.
it?
No.
Do you think that the Native Americans were Jews, like the Mormons think?
Does that mean like the Middle Eastern people are white or are they Asian?
Middle Easterners?
Yeah.
I think
They're
they're considered
Caucasian.
Caucasians. But I mean, But don't you think the native people of North and South America came over from like Mongolia over the Bering Strait? Do you believe that?
No, what I do know is that the Native Americans own this bitch. That's what I do know.
What's that?
I said the Native Americans, they did own this bitch. That's what I do know.
The continents?
Huh.
Absolutely.
No, they didn't own shit, dude. They didn't fight with each other. Weren't even using the land. They didn't own shit.
Well, in the sense that they were here first, absolutely.
In every way. In every way, bro. They just got lucky, or the white people got lucky. Like what, they had all the diseases, bro. What they had? What did they fuck rats or some shit?
Hey, dude, I actually agree with you about this because I don't think that the white
They
people.
brought the diseases.
Would they fuck rats, bro? Did the white people fuck rats, or was it monkeys or some shit?
Oh, you mean the diseases?
Right.
Well,
Do
they
white people fuck rats? No. Dogs.
had different diseases because they're from a different.
Huh?
You didn't have the.
Did
But I
they
think
fuck
it's wrong
rats
to
or
be the
monkeys,
Native
bro? That's what I
Americans.
asked you. I didn't ask, they fuck rats or monkeys.
Okay.
No,
that's
come
not-
on. I think it's a good question.
Talking about the origin of
Rats or
AIDS.
monkeys? Okay, so you're saying
Rats or
you're
monkeys, which
angry
one?
at white people. Is that right?
I'm not angry at white people. I just don't like you in particular.
How's your relationship with your dad?
I don't have a dad, bro.
Well, you must have had it.
Come on. You have a dad, dude. Come on.
Dad, in some sense.
I don't have a dad.
You emerged. You were like emerged.
Maybe the guy's black. Very fair skinned black. Okay. He doesn't have a dad.
He died when I was 2 years old, bro.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, so you have a dad, but he's not alive, right?
Huh? Bitch, what?
I like you, buddy. What makes you the young HBK?
I'll slit your fucking throat, bitch.
Nice.
I like this guy. This is giving us a nice little.
You think I'm fucking
How'd you
joking,
find
bro?
us?
You think I'm fucking joking?
No. I just don't care.
Bitch.
Young HBK. Is your father known as old
Fuck you
HBK?
think you're talking to, bitch?
I think
That guy's not Indian. He's not Native American, dude. That guy's like Mexican. Okay.
That's actually what we were
Oh,
doing.
he left.
No, I kicked him. I
That dude's a
keep him on,
Mexican.
keep him on. I'm having a great time.
Do you want Rizza to come on too?
Yeah.
Just put young HBK back on. I'm sorry about you getting kicked. That was.
Hey, no worries, bro. No worries, bro.
My
She's
daughter.
like confused. She's confused, bro. She knows.
I am confused.
You're giving
Right.
me a lot of hostility. I enjoy.
Right.
we're all a
Well,
little
of course I am, bro.
confused.
Hold up.
Is it because
Of
you
course
think
I
I'm
am.
white?
Well, you are white. Hold up.
But guess who
Hold up. Yeah, you
won
are
the
right.
war?
Okay, but I don't.
You claimed you owned this bitch. I mean, applied to I guess the United States. But guess who won? Guess who threw you off? The white man. So yeah, fuck that.
Believe in white supremacy.
Oh.
In
Okay,
fact,
believe in white
can I tell you
supremacy. That's
my
fine,
theory?
bro. That's fine. But your ancestors still fucking kill my ancestors.
Norwegians killed your ancestors? No.
I'm half Scandinavian. What's Norwegian? What is that?
Hey! Well, then actually, our ancestors did kill each other because we were Vikings.
True.
Probably.
True. But I don't know, bro.
I don't know who picked whom.
I identify more as a native, bro, than a Scandinavian. That's just me.
But aren't the Scandinavians the first people who actually came from Europe to North America?
Yeah, they were. The Vikings, they were here first. But they don't colonize and shit. I don't know.
No, they visited the natives, bro. No.
Yeah, they were chill. They visited and then they left. They didn't want to take it over. Right?
Well, no, I think that
But it's kind of pointless to actually get into any of these arguments because the guy's obviously just trolling. And also he doesn't really know anything. He's kind of dumb. Like he's gonna make a point pretty soon about him on.
they couldn't take it over. They didn't have strength in numbers or diseases like the other, whatever.
They were
Yes,
the
but
only
as a
people.
fellow Scandinavian,
Come
you
on,
should
shut
know
up.
that the Scandinavians weren't into the idea of taking over countries. They just went to them, stole all their shit, raped their women, and then
Yeah.
went back home.
Well, I don't think nobody really expected to take over the Americas. It just happened because they got diseases. It's pretty simple.
Well, I'm just saying, have you ever heard of a Norwegian, Swedish, or Finnish colony? No, there are none. They weren't into it. They had a
That's
different
true.
strategy.
It's just
They were loath,
Europeans.
feared.
Bro, you don't know. First of all, you don't know the Vikings that came here. What was it? Wait, like 200 years before
Yeah.
whoever came.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you don't know them. You don't know what they were thinking about. Like, you don't know what they were talking about. So
No, I don't.
And this native guy doesn't know anything about native shit. He couldn't tell you what tribe he's in.
This
I know a little
conversation
bit about
is
Scandinavian culture just from my family. Maybe you do too, but I just don't think it was their strategy. You know what I mean? They were more like Native Americans. Native Americans were just kind of like,
well, they were tribal people. Absolutely, they were tribal
Yeah.
people, just like Native Americans. Absolutely, but
I think Ben's doing a great job holding off against the native though. That's why we're watching this. The natives coming into their land, trying to reclaim it, right? But Ben's like, okay, we'll entertain this. We'll have some fun. We'll have some blood. Okay, but then, I mean, he's just kind of floundering.
I didn't think they were part of a nation or something that was gonna like had these fixed borders and was gonna have colonies and empire and all that shit. They were just living day to day, enjoying life.
right. No, you're right about that. But at the same time, like, I don't know you. I feel like my reservation has been ravaged by
Are you
people
on a
that look like me.
reservation?
I was
This
born on a
reservation has been ravaged. Wait, the reservation, which is like, managed by what the Bureau of Indian Affairs. They have their own police, and it's been ravaged by the white man. I mean, your people have been ravaged by the white man and kicked onto reservations. What you mean?
a reservation.
Really?
That got
Interesting.
ravaged, like people that look like you.
The reservation got ravaged?
Yeah,
Okay.
like people that look like you.
You mean before, but they look
Huh?
like you?
What, bitch? Huh? Fucking pussy. I'll
Are
say
you
your
talking
fucking
Super
throat.
Champion Rocker or me?
Pussy ass bitch.
Let's get Super Champion Rocker up here.
This
I think
guy
we got-
Should we get
talks
Rizza up
tough.
here for some added clash?
This guy
He's a
is
little white
similar
boy,
to
bro.
John.
He's a little
This
white
guy's
boy, bro.
trying to look
Look at
mad,
his
but
throat.
looks retarded.
That's hilarious.
Now you're saying your reservation got ravaged. Don't you
Absolutely. I was
mean
born on
your
a
people got
reservation, bro.
ravaged in
I was born on a
foot?
reservation where people die on the train tracks, bro, with bottles of alcohol in their hand, bro. Have you seen that before or what?
Okay, you were just holding up a bottle of alcohol, right?
Absolutely. Here, let me show you this.
Did a white person put that in your hand?
Is that white made or is that native made? You tell me.
Who put that in your hand? You?
Who tell me? You tell me.
It was
I
white
think
made.
you purchased that.
Huh? Dummy? Is that white made or native made? Who made that shit?
I don't care who made
Dummy?
it.
Who
I'm asking
made that
you
shit, dummy?
I don't know.
What, you can't tell?
Who's pouring it down their throat?
Hey, dumbass, whose genes that not got collected.
This guy's just an idiot. I think Ben's doing a decent job, though.
and established with that type of alcohol gene, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm asking you, who is putting that liquor down your throat? A white man or you?
The native. He doesn't have any agency. He can't tell the white man no.
I guess you're
Obviously,
both.
clearly I am, but we want to talk about the context or we talk about the physical reality.
But don't you think I'm not a white supremacist? I think that Native Americans were mistreated. However, I think there could be such a thing as a victim mentality.
Is there such thing as context, dummy?
Yeah.
What's the context? I want you to tell me
Context
What's the
of
context
what?
of what?
You drinking your own liquor.
why Native Americans are depressed and drinking so much alcohol. You tell me, bro.
Because your people kind of suck. Let's be honest. I mean, if you had this land, they didn't really do much with it. That's why you don't have it anymore. Simple as that. It's reality. Ooh, be offended, but it's reality. If you're doing something with it, well, guess what? You can fight us off better, but you didn't. You had your primitive shit, and we have guns and shit.
I think it's complicated. Do you think it's complicated?
Huh? It's not very complicated at all. You tell me, bro.
All right. Well, since I think it's complicated, you don't think it's complicated. What is it?
It's not very complicated, bro. They don't know their identity, bro. They look at people like you. They're like, fuck this dude. But at the same time, this dude like controls how much I drink. I don't know my identity. So fuck
control
you
how
at
much
the
you
same
drink.
time.
Yep. It is true. Ben controls how much the native man drinks. Ben is forcing the native man to drink.
You know what I'm talking about, bro. You know what I'm talking about, bro. The cops that come in here, they fucking shoot you, tase you, all that shit. You know what I'm talking about, bro. You know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Oh, do you think you're a victim of police brutality on the reservation?
I've been a victim of police brutality. What the fuck are you talking about?
But the reservations are policed by
Have
Native.
you been on a
Yeah, the reservations are policed by natives. So
fucking reservation, bro?
Streamlabs. Okay, are we back? Looks like we are.
You're a separate nation, no?
What the fuck is this dude talking about, bro? Are you stupid?
Well, I would like to know if you're on a real
Have
reservation.
you been Native American on a reservation, bitch? Tell me that.
Have I what?
Have you been a Native American on a reservation, bitch? Did you not hear me?
Yeah, I didn't hear you.
It's hard to hear you when you're yelling so loud that you just peak the audio. Repeat that again. Don't be so mad because you're native, dude. You sound like you just hate yourself.
Have you ever been
Oh, I answered
a
no.
Native American, bitch,
No.
on a reservation?
No. The answer is no. That's
Then shut the fuck up about my experience, you stupid fuck.
Then I guess you can't speak about the white experience either. You don't know because you're not a white man, so you don't know what the white experience is. So how about you shut the fuck up too?
well. So no one can talk about anyone's
You
other
dumb
experience?
fuck.
But he's just a disruptor. That's what he's just trying to do. He's having fun doing it, but I think Ben is handling him pretty well.
I'll put my dick in your fucking mouth before I slit your throat,
Everyone
bitch.
always says
Because
that.
a disruptor's just trying to like get them to react, get them to emotionally react, and you're not going to get that with Ben. Ben not with this guy. Ben is going to counter this guy because what the guy is saying is actually kind of stupid. And Ben's let's be honest, as much as we may not like Ben for what he may or may not do with Grace or / Ryan, Ben is far more intelligent than this native guy. Okay, the native guy, they don't even have a school on his reservation because the evil white man, all they do is drink from the age of 5. So it just is what it is. Ben's enjoying this though. Ben's enjoying this. That was a chicken salad my wife made me. Looks like things are going well. Might get a blowjob tonight. Shots. Anyone shots? And then drink more Jack and Coke.
I'm not into that. I
I'm
have
fucking with you.
yes.
I think we all
But I like you,
think you're
man.
fucking with him.
I'm trying to reach out to Zoomers and also liberals. And
You don't know me, bro. You don't know me. You don't know people like me, bro. You're just a dumb fuck on the internet, bro, with your dumb ass daughter. Like,
That's
with your what is this, bro?
Excuse me?
No, you're,
Well, I mean,
you're
you're
right.
You
beautiful.
just brought in the daughter. Now, is he gonna go for the low hanging fruit, which is the incest thing? I think he's gonna go for that.
I don't know her. Like, she booted me a couple times. That's why I'm calling you dumb. I don't know why you're booting me.
She's afraid of people of color.
I was intimidated by your
That's true.
confidence and charisma.
No, I love this young HBK. I want all of the members of your reservation to join me. I'm not going to
You
be.
know, I want all the members of your opposite gender to suck my fucking cock. That's what I want,
Okay, that's good. At least it's not me anymore.
bitch.
That sounds healthy. But I want to hear about. Look,
This guy's like coming off as a tryhard, the young HBK. I hope I'm not in a Discord server with him. If I am, I'm gonna kick myself out because like this performance is lame and stupid. Like, what is he doing? This is sad.
Suck my fucking cock. You, your wife, and your daughter can suck my fucking cock.
Be careful.
What cock? I mean, your native dick is like what? Nothing. Come on, man. We can eat. The white man is so good. We can even take your women. Okay, I saw Pocahontas. You might be packing a big one. I don't know, but what I do know is they like that white man. They like that white man. They can't quit him. Okay.
Yep.
Careful. Grace.
well, I don't think that's a problem.
No, I'm just saying,
I
like,
don't think he's going to expose himself.
Definitely not.
Why all three of us? So what can't? Don't you want me to be excluded from?
Because
that?
you're a bitch too, like them.
Oh, okay. All right. I agree.
Yeah.
I
Hey.
think it's time for us to have
You
these
get
kind of
me up.
conversations. Now,
Huh?
I think it's great to have conversations like this because.
Oh, yeah, it's all right.
Hey, Snell, how's it going? How's it going?
It's all right.
Grace in the
I
link.
lived in the hood.
It's all right. No, you never met people like me, bro.
No,
You probably
I
met like
I know. Let's talk.
Yeah.
I'm okay with you being angry. That's okay with me. I think you got some good points. I do think in some sense you could say you were set up. for
not really angry. I just don't like you.
Facts.
I think you're overexcited. I don't think you're a Native American at all, dude. You look
There
like a
we go.
chink.
Truth.
You're,
Well,
you do
don't
not
make-
think
don't
this
make that
is
silly
from
face at me.
reservation.
No, I don't believe he's from a reservation.
Now listen,
Do I look Chinese or do I look native to you, bitch?
You look Mexican. You are Mexican. Did you watch the Cortney drunk stream? I did not. Is there a link to it? I'd love to see it.
You look Chinese, bitch.
What does he have to do? Make a teepee for you? To
Yeah.
he's
For real,
native?
bro. Like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about, bro?
Make a TP, yes, but it has to be authentic, out of buffalo skin, buffalo hide. Okay.
He wants you to go.
Do I sound Chinese to you, bitch? I'm 6'3", bro. Do I look Chinese to you?
I think
Actually, the way you yell like that, you do.
you should pull those curtains down and make a
I'll
teepee, bro.
slap you up, bro. Just like this boy right here.
Young
Why are you acting black, dude?
Yo, bitch, shut the fuck up. Don't talk to me like you know me, bro. Shut the fuck up, faggot.
Really worthless little pencil
I'll
neck.
slap you. I'll beat you. I'll kill you, bitch.
Would you? How you gonna do that, faggot?
Just like all my ancestors fucking killed your bitch.
I know one thing I noticed about this guy is when he's mad, he starts doing this thing with his tongue. Listen, starts doing that. I don't know, man.
Ass.
Yeah. Seems like
Wait,
you
wait,
like
He seems like he's getting real thirsty too.
that.
Everybody be
I think
quiet.
the person who's really angry here is the young HBK.
Everybody quiet. Young HBK, what tribe are you from?
Self-hatred,
Somebody
dude.
wants to know.
He hates himself. He's
I don't give
not
a fuck
white.
what tribe. No.
He's not
Like
from a
that.
tribe. I ain't like that. I don't know nothing. What the fuck? You're not even black,
I'm
bro.
not sure which tribe he's from.
Who's this dumbass bitch talking to me, bro? Why is this dumb fucking faggot talking to me, bro? Get him off.
Hey, RZA's more important than you. RZA has more worth. RZA doesn't hate himself. Okay, we're back. I was going to say, is RZA and I can relate in one way is that we're both drunks that are have questionable ethics, sleazy. We can relate on that level. Okay? All right? Watch this if you want to be relevant. I'll watch it.
Get your private person.
This one? Skip to the last hour? Or this one?
Look at her. She just sits there.
Okay,
with that
good,
fucking.
great.
All right, we'll go with this. Skip to the last hour. No. I don't see your links now. Oh, okay. I see your link. I think I clicked it. This one. Okay.
Look at her. She just sits
All right.
there.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's watch this. Let's watch this. Here we go. And then we'll go back to Rizza.
Okay,
With that
good,
fucking
great.
stupid look
I'm
on her
sorry, but
fucking
what?
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. There was another link. Let's click this. Last hour.
Pics.
Oh yeah, we're watching this stream. But last hour, it's a 4-hour stream, so I guess at 3:30 or something, 3:16. Want to be technical? I mean, last hour. You said it last hour. All right, we're about 3:15. Here we go. Let's play this. No vomit, no upvote. If you want me to vomit, man, you're gonna have to get me hella drunk, like super, super drunk, and I'm not gonna do that voluntarily. Like there has to be a reason. It's money and likes. That's what motivates me in life. Money and likes. I'm like a hoe.
I know what this is. This is like you get it rough, and then like you get it easy, and this is a manipulation.
You get it rough, get it easy. Because it's sex.
And yet when it's towards you, I say, yeah, I totally believe him. I totally believe your father when he says that.
Oh, I gotta beg more. Okay. Guys, please, I beg for some liquor in my cup. I need the liquor. Please put it in my cup there, good sir. Oh, I know how to beg. Need money for booze? Like that? Need money for booze? Don't have any bars planned for this rap, so I don't know how it's going to go. But I'm awake. I'm awake, and it's time to rape. Well, shit. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. That's too. What the hell? I'm sorry. I'm not even drunk enough to make that. I should have said bake. Awake, time to bake. Wake, bake. Go out to a lake. Go fishing. See someone drowning in the lake. All right, let's play this. For that timestamp? Okay.
Well, I thought it was a whip. No, but like I remember that like I did, yeah, like that was something that I asked. This was not like, and you know the situation. This was not something that I was like, no. I was like, and I said to like Grace, I am sorry to make you do this, but yeah. I did ask her to do that, and I was not saying like.
So Cortney's apologetic for some reason.
This is being done against my will. I literally asked her.
Yes, you asked her.
Dude, my dad bod is bigger than Ben's. Look at that, Ben, dude. I'm more dad than you.
You did.
Yeah, I did. I literally asked her.
You said, I'm feeling out of control. I can't control myself. And we had done exorcism and all that stuff, right?
Yes.
It wasn't, I was like, oh, I don't know, I'm too tired. And Grace is like, I'll do it. and John was free not to watch it. And it's not that big of a deal. You could take a belt and hit me with it.
What?
What are we
Take
all,
a what and hit him with it?
total babies? You're traumatized by that little baby? Give me a break. Watch. You hit me as hard as you want on my hand. Go ahead, you. Okay. Are you traumatized, little baby? Give me a break. What a liar. What a baby. Well, I don't understand, Courtney. Why didn't you say? You see it right here, the lie. He lied about what I said about his sister.
Oh,
His
really?
sister, who he does not have any suspicion whatsoever. Nor does anyone in this family. But I have any. It's such a lie, don't you think, John? Say it on here if you think that. That's not true.
That like she beat me with about like
No. That I'm grooming Maggie. Go ahead, say it on here.
yeah, no, that
Oh,
Go ahead.
Whoa, grooming Maggie. Who is Maggie? Who is Maggie? There's another daughter? Uh-oh. Grace is gonna be replaced by Maggie. Oh, no. That's dirty. That's why John doesn't want to come on the stream to talk about it. John, come on my stream and talk about it. No one will know. No one will even know. That's the best thing about it. You can get it off your chest and it's therapeutic and it's like no one even knows. No one even knows. This is great.
Let's say it.
me?
No, not no. I'm
Sorry.
going to say that you suspect me of grooming Maggie as a sexual predator of her. You do not. It doesn't add up, bro.
That's your John on that.
You know that's not true.
Maggie is a code
There was
word.
not the slightest anything with any of you kids. Sorry,
That's right.
you missed it. Grace.
Why is Devin dressed like a gay leather daddy cowboy? Because I'm going through the gay leather daddy cowboy phase, my friend. That's what we're doing here. All right?
Developed a thing with me.
We're going to have Brokeback
including
Mountain
emojis,
time soon,
because her
okay?
mother was being crazy. Okay? And it made our relationship have to be more, well, let's say it was like older. It accelerated things because we both went through a rough patch. So she talked to me like a 25-year-old.
A rough patch, you say.
Her dad. Including John, yes! Emojis! Traumatic emojis for John. What about you going through her stuff? What about you rifling through her private stuff? Why did you do that? Oh, well, who are you mad at? Me? Her?
He's suspicious of the relationship, man, of this Maggie. Please tell me Maggie is like Grace. Maggie's not another sister, right? Like a younger sister. Maggie's a younger sister. I'll take this hat off right now. Tell me, what is the truth?
None of it adds up, obviously.
I don't know if it's obvious. Courtney's not
Do you
saying anything.
care about Grace? No, you're angry at her. Do
Oh,
you
it's
care
Grace.
about me? No, you're angry at me. Do you care about your brothers and sisters? No, you call DC wife on them proudly. Do you care about your mother? No. You tell her that.
Oh, wow. John called CPS on them. Interesting.
Oh, no, that's your problem is your mother. And I think you do have some really, really weird issues. You and her are the weirdos. So we want to do on YouTube. That's going to be the issue, dude.
Maggie is their 14-year-old. Ooh. Whew. Ben, you at least have to wait until they have some hair down there. Jesus Christ. 14. Wow. Ooh, man. What has Ben? Ben has his own personal harem and is his daughters. Gross. He's gonna pimp them out. They all have their OnlyFans.
I'm normal. You know I'm normal, John.
You're normal.
John, say on here. Go ahead, say on here. No one's going to prevent you from lying. That I've been sexually inappropriate with you. Go ahead, say it. Go ahead. Say it. Ever.
Oh, so Ben has been sexually inappropriate with John too? So Ben likes boys and girls. Oh, man. That's gross. Ben. Maybe I should call Rhode Island police. That officer said if I ever need anything, just to give him a call. But I don't want to do that. Okay? I'd rather come down. We can show gardening tools to one another. Oh, gotta be careful what I say. The cop's gonna see this. Oh my god, death threat. Do it again. Hey Ben, you see that? I'm gonna show you what that is. Together, we're gonna take turns. We're gonna play with my pick hoe.
Or physically.
Oh, I know Snell loves the hat. Snell likes the country boy. She likes a good old southern country boy. And actually, I need to keep that accent going on harder and stronger. That's right.
Inappropriate towards you. That I've been abusive. That I've beaten you. Go ahead, say it.
Ben beats his kids.
You won't even be able to lie that way. Yeah, you call DCYF. Good for you, tough guy. You can press buttons. Why don't you say on here that I've been
It's my opinion that
sexually
Ben beats his
inappropriate with
kids.
you or any of your siblings? Oh, let's say any of your younger siblings. And no one
had to modify that a little bit. I haven't beaten your siblings. I mean your younger siblings. I don't have to beat your younger siblings because they see me beat you.
even has the faintest compared to your mother. Who does everyone?
That would be a debate to have, Ben. The importance of keeping the bloodline pure. Yeah.
Trust in his family in that way and in every other way. Me. Now, your mother also has solid boundaries, but you've expressed many, many times.
Courtney's
you
not
feel
saying anything. She's
heebie-jeebies
afraid
around
to.
her.
She
And I
can't
think
talk.
so have your older brothers. And I think rightly so, because I don't think, right? Do you understand what projection is, John? You understand what projection is?
I don't think he does. Let's throw some more
Projection
likes on there,
is
by the
when
way,
you
guys.
put on someone else your problems because you don't want to deal with them.
Oh, we're at 11 likes. I'll take another shot in the house.
I don't think your mother has all that insurmountable problems, but if you want to ask, we could detail with you in great detail our sexual lives, and she can tell you all about her sexual life, which you're so fascinated about. That's what it's really about, isn't it, John? You're not protecting Maggie. You want to know about mommy. Well, it's fascinating, and you should hear about it because
No, Ben, I think he wants to protect Maggie. You are so like Ben's not a dumb guy, all right, but like what I'm saying is he knows what he's trying to do. He's trying to change the topic. He's trying to get in his head and trying to trick him, or you say gaslight or whatever, try to manipulate him. But John, I don't think is that dumb. Hopefully, John's not that dumb to buy that. But like, no, it is that. Like, I'm worried about you and Maggie. You're into some weird shit. Woo! All right. Going forward, these shots are definitely not going to be free. Whew.
you have a lot of the same problems. But you're projecting too, and she's taught you how to do that. You'll be fine, but you're not fine. And this stuff is awful, and you're going to be held to account for it.
Oh, really?
But that's your mother's job.
See, I like when Ben says that. You're going to be held to account for it. What exactly are you going to do, Ben? He's speaking the truth. You're going to sue your son for speaking the truth? Please do. Now, John, I don't have deep pockets, so it's not I that will help fund your lawsuit, but maybe... Is there an alarm going off? Do I actually live in the ghetto of the small town I live in? Maybe, hey, if Ben did actually try to sue John for this, I think as a community we can come together and help John. Because I would totally love, and I would love to be a part of it, because I would love to like have it revealed in the court of law that Ben diddled his kids, at least one of them. I know for sure Grace. I think, my opinion. But Maggie, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. John seems to have suspicions. All right, let's play some more.
I'm out. And you haven't done your job. The clock is ticking. Oh, you're doing a good job.
The clock is
Okay.
ticking.
Maybe shift to Discord. Bye, everybody.
All right. So
Look at that living. Look at that kitchen. The dishes aren't done. There's all sorts of stuff on the counter, and you're gonna stream with that in the background. Look at that. That's disgusting. Like, I stream in my elaborate garage studio. It looks like a mess, but it's gonna look like a mess. It's supposed to kind of look like a mess, but kind of. Everything's where it needs to be by presentation. The bottle, the cans, it's all props. Everything's a prop anymore. It's all there for a reason. But for Cortney, the reason why you see what you see is because she's lazy. She's not doing the dishes. Look. She doesn't do the dishes. There's trash on the counter. What, do the kids not clean up after themselves? Does Grace not throw away her own plates? Look, they look like paper plates. Are those paper plates? Or are those real plates? I swear, like, what is going on over there? I would not stream in my kitchen. Not right now, because dishes do need to be done. And they will be done. They're done every day. They're done every night. Okay? Because I don't like roaches. I hate roaches. I see one of them, I want her to gas the whole house. Okay? All right? This is just how I am. But she's like, you know, I'm going to use my time. I'm going to use my time to stream about how my son won't talk to me on a stream when she could be doing those damn dishes. In fact, if anything, if I talk to Cortney on a live chat, I'll be like, why aren't you doing the chores? Someone needs to be doing the chores at home. Clearly, it's not you. Who's doing the chores at home? All right? I mean, I swear to God. Your house, your kitchen's probably cleaner than this. If they were in Houston with a kitchen like that, you know they have roaches. Because in Houston, Texas, you have roaches by default just because of the humidity. Okay? All right? They're coming in. They're making home in the between the sheetrock and the wood and all that, between your walls. They're making home there. You have to do everything you can to keep them like starved and pretty much non-existent, struggling. Anyway, let's continue this. I just like to ramble. Sorry, guy. Hey, Nelson, stop grossing me out. All right, well, I'll tell you what, man. Get me drunker and I'll shut the fuck up. I asked the Discord to get me drunk. They can't get me drunk, man. No one's going to get me drunk.
I don't know, John, maybe you don't want to like talk on stream. I get that. Like, I've been super reluctant to get on stream and it makes me nervous sometimes, and just kind of like seems it's just like more out there. And I understand that people can record Discord conversations, but would you be willing, John, to maybe shift over to Discord and have like a less, maybe a less public discussion. Like, would you be willing to talk on Discord? Because
Why didn't you just talk on the phone?
I haven't really like succeeded here.
Please don't shut. Please talk about allegations that you are a rat. Oh, those aren't allegations, ATM 1995. It's clearly known that I sold the Dymo out. I mean, but that's old news, though. Everybody knows that. I sold them out. I'll sell them out again. I mean, that was the real motivator there, okay? But that's old news. That's old news. I mean, either cry about it or stop crying about it. Do you need a tissue to wipe away the tears? Because, like I'm over it. You're over it, too. Come on. All right, come on.
And I only have so much time left, so
Tell you
I'm
what, guys.
wondering,
Hey, stop.
It-
Everybody, let's get a box of tissues for ATM 1995 because it's still going to be crying about how I've ratted out the Dymo once again. It's like we're all characters in some weird, shitty version of Trailer Park Boys. No, that's not even it. I don't know what it would be. But I'm like the character that keeps backstabbing them all, and they keep on coming my way. The other night, Surfer came on the Discord, and we're talking like we're friendly. Don't fall for that. At this point, I'm not a snake. I'm a spider, man. I'm just taking them, and they're hitting my web.
If you would like to do that, if you'd be willing to do that. No. Okay, so I said to you, I don't want to go. I don't want to leave. Okay, wait a minute. I said like, okay, and you said, and I said, I know that you.
Not the samurai. I don't judge your actions. It's a new allegation. What's the new allegation, man? I like how there's like, I guess there's fan fiction about the dead man. That's interesting. I always want to be a character, but that don't matter. I mean, I guess tell me in the chat or whatever.
I've always said like, you should leave that house. You should leave that house. And I know that you're saying, yeah, it's better for you if you leave that house, but I'm telling you, I don't want to.
You should leave.
And I gave you my reasons.
I don't understand how Ben has the kids. Honestly, if Cortney had a spine, if Cortney had any self-esteem, she would take the kids out of the home. But she doesn't have any. Wow. W. Pizditz. That's an interesting observation there. One time Ben pulled Grace's hair when she was in his underwear. The allegations that you and Cog are working actually buddies? Okay, then I'm going to have to work harder than ever to hate on Cog. Wow. Huh. Okay. Personal stuff involving me? I didn't even get that. I didn't even look at those leaks. I didn't trust them. I didn't trust downloading that shit. But, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just, like I said, and I also said, like, you are, like, why wouldn't you, like, say, like, it doesn't matter to me whether she stays or goes? And I said, like, you think I'm a good mom or an okay mom, and wouldn't you want me to be with the kids? Right? So
but you're not
wouldn't
protecting
you,
the
like,
kids
try to
from
keep me
Ben.
here if you think I'm a decent mom? Why wouldn't you? Like, why don't you answer that in chat? Like, why wouldn't you want me to stay here? Why wouldn't you do everything you can to keep me here, which is to have a conversation with me? Why wouldn't you do that? Like, can you explain that to me?
Well, if you're not protecting the kids from
Or are you
Ben,
just
like
gonna
what
keep
exactly are you doing?
Going and slandering and lying on YouTube to what end?
But Godwinson was talking smack about me. That's fine. I mean, I think, I guess take a look at that, I suppose. But isn't he living in a hotel and some shit? I don't know what Godwinson does. I'm supposed to be he's a man of money, but it doesn't look like it anymore. Vickers has me in his pocket. He doesn't pay me anything. No, I'm not in his pocket. I'll say Vickers is a horrible father. That's fine.
Why? Why? Why do you want to do this? I know why. I know why. Okay, fine. I know why. I know I did this, but can you just slow down and say, like, yes, my mom's got some problems. Maybe that has something to do with why I want to do this.
Is Cortney gonna have another breakdown? Is Cortney gonna break down on the stream? Oh, look at the chat here. Sponge says Vickers wants Damo and Shaggy to roll over by subpoena. Of course they do. Of course they do. And Vickers is going to keep on trying until he gets his way. He'll keep on annoying and keep on pestering until he gets his way. That's the thing. And for me, I was like, man, I don't really want to do it. But at the same time, I get a chance to screw over the Damo once again. I don't have a problem with that. I did tell Vickers that I don't want to talk to you, man. There's no business for you talking to me because I hate it. I don't like the guy. Every time I see one of his messages pop up, I'm like, why the fuck are you talking to me? I don't get it. Like, is there something you need, man? What do you need? Your crusade against Ralph at this point has it's over. In my opinion, it's ridiculous. But whatever. But in his pocket, I can clearly say, you can clip this out and give it to Vickers or whatever and prove it. I can say Vickers is a horrible father. I still stand by that. I still stand by everything I said before, that I think he prostituted his daughter for fame, for attention. In that debate with him, I said for profit, and that's where I botched that. I should have said for attention. That's essentially what it is. I mean, I didn't know this, but according to DJ Axel, who's a gay furry and maybe a pedo guy, but every now and then, they come up with something that's good. And what he said was that, what he heard was that Vickers already had the podcast equipment before Faye even got with Ralph. So it was like, it was almost as if Vickers was like shopping Faye around to cause drama, to build up something on top of that drama. So it's kind of interesting. And you see the way he's playing it, it's obviously that he's trying to build up something, a show, off of the drama that is his life. So, yeah, it's that. I mean, you clip that out, give it to him, whatever, and test me on that. That's fine. I have no problem with that. Round two. Here's the problem with this. The reason why I would say no is because, and you know this is real. Like, it doesn't stay online. Like, it has a tendency to get into potential real world stuff, and that's the problem with that guy. Like, I can't just get on a stream, bust his balls, call him some names on the stream, whatever. It's gonna be some weird shit behind the scenes. Be like contacting family members and doing some weird shit. I don't have time for that. I don't need that. I'm just here to chill, talk shit. I mean, just laugh at people, really. He takes the fun out of it, man. And that sucks. That's the same thing that kind of happened to, I guess, the Diamond Eye. It could have been fun. It got retarded. It got really retarded. All right. Anyway, does Cortney Thorpe have another breakdown in this video?
Excuse me for a second.
Oh, Godwin said I fear Vickers because I fear getting sued. Because Vickers would sue. Godwinson can say what he wants. He lives in the fucking UK. He doesn't have to worry about that shit. Okay? He doesn't have to worry about that fucking shit. I'm sorry. Do you have money for attorneys? You have money for attorneys? No. I don't need to get in that shit. But God was can talk all he wants. He's in the fucking UK. He ain't getting sued.
This is a lie. Thank you very much, people. This is a lie.
But I can speak the truth, however.
You shouldn't do that.
And the truth, and in my opinion, I think he is a horrible father. And I think he did definitely build up his show, build up his channel off of the drama that is around his daughter. His daughter being gunted by Ethan Ralph. His daughter embarrassed herself and his family. And but every episode of the Vicious Vickers is a reminder to the world that, hey, Vickers' daughter, Faith, is a fucking whore, was gunted by Ethan Ralph, and the sex tape leaked out. So once again, we're going to spend another 2 hours talking about things related to that.
To top it off, like, it's a lie. You should not lie. That is not true. This is not true. This is not true. It's not.
All right. Zod says Thorpney had a 2-hour drunk stream that is now private. I had to copy, but it was dumb. All right. So I don't know if anything else happened. Oh, Mrs. John says they've had sex for 5 years now. Whoa. Who's had sex for 5 years now? Wait.
True. Not lie. That is not true. This is not true.
So John right there, you see it? John says they've had sex for 5 years now. I talk about Grace and Ben. Is that Grace and Ben or is that Maggie and Ben? I don't know what's going on here.
This is not true. True. It's a lie. And you shouldn't do that to top it off. Like, it's a lie. You should not lie. That is not true. This is not true. This is not true.
How's it not true, Cortney?
It's not true.
You are lying to yourself. You want to convince yourself. You know what's real. You know what's true, but you're just lying to yourself right now.
You shouldn't lie. But you're doing it. No, he has not ruined this family. That's a lie, too.
Let's take a look at the chat.
That is a lie. That is a lie. And look what
Ben
you've
the
done.
groomer.
Okay, so now what you're saying is like, okay, you're saying like, this is what happened. It did not happen. He ruined his family. He did not. He's the groomer. Ben the groomer. This is not you, but this is what you started saying. This is, now you're saying Ben's a groomer. Ben, what next? Is Ben a murderer?
No, because Ben didn't murder anybody. But Ben did Ben groom? You can't say Ben's a murderer because there's not a body laying around your house. But there are girls in your house. There's Grace and there's Maggie. Someone I just now learned about. Okay. I don't know if Maggie's code for Grace. I'm thinking they're two people. I'm not sure. Chat, tell me out there, is Maggie code for Grace? Or is Maggie someone said a younger sister at 14. I thought that would be too young for Ben, but I don't know. I don't know, man. That's weird. Take a look at the chat real fast. There's something I need to clear up here. Shamu says, Ethan has a kid with Pantsu now. I think they're still together, but not really sure. I believe Pantsu and Ethan are together in Mexico. They live together, right? Unless she moved away, but I don't think she has, because that would be a big thing. John alleges that Ben had Grace at inappropriate relationships. Well, of course they have.
What is it? How many more lies? Think about like when you grew up. Are any of these things ringing true to you growing up? Did your father beat you? I beat you.
So are you saying that you're the one who had sex with Grace? Are you saying that, Cortney? Because you're making it seem as if, oh, you're telling John, no, John, it wasn't Ben that beat you. It was I that beat you. Okay. Well, someone diddled Grace. Who was it?
I beat you. Me. I'm the one who took your head when you were doing your lessons and slammed it on the table and grabbed you by the hair and shook you and spanked you.
This
I'm
is
the
how
one who did that.
this is
Your
how
father didn't lay a
Ben
hand-
this is how Ben got the house and the kids, because Grace says shit. I don't know, Grace. Courtney says shit like this, and Ben will use this. But like, if Courtney had any effort, any self-esteem, she could like get the stuff said about Ben, and clearly, but you know what? I say that though, until I see court documents, I don't believe they're actually even divorced. I don't believe that for a fucking second. This family's too lazy to even do their fucking dishes. You telling me they've got lawyers and got divorced? No, no, no. They didn't do that. You know the gossip of most people, not yourself. That's all it is, ATM. That's how it is. I don't really pay much attention to what's said around me.
Hand on you. And you know we didn't lay a hand on anybody else as well. Lies.
Lies from the tablecloth.
And now you've okay. Lies.
You don't have a.
And you won't talk. And you won't
Are
talk.
you saying it's lies? You don't have a rebuttal. You can't explain how John is lying, dude. I want to get. If John could agree to come on one of my streams, that would be great.
You won't just
It's already privated. No one watches them except for maybe like 10 people.
You won't talk to me and thanks. I thought it was somewhat normal. Like I just did. I thought it was somewhat normal. My mom never really did that to me. She did hit me with a wooden spoon when I was really bad. That was like nothing to me. I did hit the kids with a wooden spoon when they were really bad. And with John, like I was rougher.
I live in Texas. I spank my kids. I spanked them before. It's legal here in Texas, and that's kind of like a mindset here in Texas. It kind of works. It works. You do it when they're young. It works. I mean, it's not a big deal.
Because
To
he
me,
was
anyway.
more stubborn. I didn't see it as abuse. I guess some people would say, like now people can run with it and say, like, well, she physically abused her kids. Like I just said, like something that people can run with. Like I don't know. Is it? Go ahead. That is not true. That is not true. Thanks, Dream. I appreciate it. See, American Dream, like, I think
I think we're back.
he can see is like people, like, everybody else is saying bad people, bad.
They don't claim to be divorced. They claim each other as their ex. That's right. They say ex, don't they? Courtney will say ex-husband. Well, that implies something. Guys, what if this all just a work, dude? What if this is just a work and just to keep us entertained and glued to it?
Bad. That's not what's going on here. Good people, all, even me, I will include, good people caught in something that, like, happened. Like, I can explain to you that, like, when I was a kid, I was abused. And so was Ben, basically, but
Yeah, but how does it relate to the question of was Grace diddled by groomed by Ben? What about Maggie? John says they were. You say they weren't. How does going to your personal abuse story explain that? It doesn't. It doesn't at all. It's just crap.
he did something different with it. My kids have been, right? And this goes through the generations, and you're like, I think we're good people trying to, like, fix, like, that thing that happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
I
So you
think
hit
that's
each other and
what's going
stuff?
on. Like, all my kids suffered, and like they're likely to, if this doesn't get fixed, they're likely to do the same thing. But that doesn't mean like, you know, like I think we understand this. Like, I don't think we can like.
And I
this
think the kids might already be a
condemnation is
little
just,
broken
like,
there.
It's in a like. It shouldn't happen. Like people, and a lot of the people who do this condemnation are also Christians, and they're very ready to do this, and I don't think they should. Mom, I can't believe you
I mean,
lied.
Christians do all sorts of weird shit. That doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter what your faith is. You may be caught in some weird shit. They pass it on. Of course. They're not divorced. They're separated, supposedly. Well, yeah, supposedly. Mom, I can't believe you lie for Ben as much as you do. Right? Does she even suck Ben's dick for those lies? Does she even do that? No. Grace does that. Cortney doesn't even get the chance, the opportunity to suck Ben's dick after lying so much. She might as well, though. But she can't, because there's a younger model, and her name is Grace. Yeah. All right.
As much as you do. Ben, you left us. He did not. He left. And then he texted and invited you to swim at the pool at the hotel he was staying at. Okay? That's what he did. That is not true. That is a lie as well, and you know it.
Oh, what was a lie? I missed that.
It's a lie as well, and you know it. That is not true.
So you could beg Grace? Whoa, Cortney? Is it possible that Cortney has an interest in Grace? Is Grace being... Wow, Grace is being tag teamed by Ben and Cortney. What? No, that's not what's happening there.
That is a lie as well, and you know it. You know this is not true.
Yeah, after this, I'll take a look at the Godwinson thing. I don't have a mind doing that.
I don't know, like, John.
Yes.
All right, so you're going to keep lying.
Keep telling the truth, you mean?
And you're not going to talk to me. This is what happened. Like, this is what happened. Like, I think, like, at the apartment, like, there was a situation in which, like, you being at the apartment was an issue because of the restraining order. Just forget about, like, if you could, how that happened. Okay, just forget about it. Like, whether you think you were in the right or wrong, you were in the apartment because of a restraining order. You refused to have a conversation about, like, how is this going to work? Just like now, like,
how's it going to work?
You are lying. There is a situation. I'm going to be kicked out, homeless. But, like, you refuse, like, to talk to me and say, like, okay, like.
Because you want to talk on stream. All your conversations don't have to be on a live stream or Discord or someone's going to record it. I mean, come on now.
Maybe this doesn't have to happen. Maybe if I could just talk to her, like, or maybe if I could just have a conversation, like, this doesn't have to happen to her. But you're saying, like, no, it has to happen. I can't.
I like the Thorpe drama. It could definitely use some help on the production side. Like, the lighting here is all poor, you know? They put some studio lighting in their home, and then it'd be a little bit more entertaining. Because right now, it's just, like, sad and mopey. And I'm just looking at the kitchen. Honestly, she's talking, but I'm like, why aren't you doing the dishes? They're right there. You don't smell that?
Cannot have a conversation. She has to get kicked out. And I know you'd say, like, well, fuck you, Mom. Like,
and look at those cabinets. Those are old. Yeah, there's bugs in that shit.
Happened, like, you feel like you got kicked out. You didn't. But like all of this could be avoided if you just talk to me and just say, yeah, I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you on Discord. I'll give you a call. I'll meet up with you, like anything. Like I'll do. Will you do any of those things? That is a can of Maxwell House. Yes.
It's not really a can, you know. It's like a plastic container. But yeah, I got you.
Got it today.
So you had time to go out and get coffee and you put it on the counter. You don't clean that crap up though? Jesus.
Okay, John, like let's anything, like phone call, texting me, Discord, private Discord, Zoom call, meet up with me, any of it. No, it was at BJ's Wholesale Club. So
Sorry, I'm taking a look at all the other stuff they have on those on the counter space.
Somewhat cheap.
Good coffee, of course, you know. What is that yellow container? That looks like chocolate milk, right? Is that chocolate milk? Is that the chocolate milk mix with the bunny? What do they call that? All right, we're still good? All right, good. It's lube.
All right, I'm just saying, like, Ben, I'm saying, like, anything, like, I'm kind of desperate here, like, anything, like, can you talk to me
Look,
in
and Ben's just like, John, don't talk with your mom.
any kind of way? Yeah.
Nesquik, that's what it's called. Yeah,
But
Nesquik.
see, John is he's been here for hours. He's not coming on stream, so I need another avenue. Sorry.
Ethiopian BBC coffee.
So
Oh, the Ethiopian scandal.
John, all caps.
This is still pretty
okay.
good. I like it though. I see a bottle of ketchup. I guess you have a good eye for lube.
Okay, so yeah, you don't want to. You'll get your.
I see a red Solo cup too. I'll get my cigarettes from someone else. Oh, don't need you anymore, Mom.
All right, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Okay.
You're gonna lose it after that. It was the cigarette comment where you're gonna lose it. Not the I'm thinking Dad. All right, we're back. What are you gonna do, Courtney? What are you gonna do? You can't control John anymore. You seem a little upset.
Yeah.
I think I see the bottle of lube
Yep.
you're talking about. There's a Coke can. Oh, okay, those are dishes. Someone do the dishes. I thought they were paper plates. I was hoping they were paper plates so you could just throw them away. All right, I'll take a break real fast. What do you guys think of this so far? What do you think about the Thorpe drama? Any other links I need to take a look at? Any other recommendations? I'll take a look at this Chud Bud thing. Not sure. I'll look for the part where I guess Godwinson says something about me, I suppose. The voyage home. Okay, well, since we're doing this, let's do it. Let's talk about Godwinson's streaming location. Let's do this. This is something that's been kind of speculated for a while. Since you want to fling mud, let's fling mud. Let's fling some shit. Let's do it.
Says Gator.
So, like, if you notice, he's been streaming from this location for quite some time. This is clearly a hotel room. He's in a hotel room, right? But it's not like, this looks like not a good hotel room. Just, they don't even have money for, like, a cheap-ass, stupid painting above that TV, okay? There's, like, nothing there. So, I don't know what hotel this is, but it's going to be a bad one, all right? It's going to be one where, for people with not a lot of money, you know? You don't have a lot of money, but need a place to stay, that's where you're going to stay. Which is weird, because I thought it was like a man of money. But it is what it is. I don't know why he's just here. I don't get it. Like, okay. Alright, whatever, dude. Now, those are hotel curtains there, for sure. What do you have the timestamp? I guess I'm not listening to 2 hours. It's his grandma's castle. No, this is not his grandma's basement. Okay, that's mean to Godwinson's grandma. Okay, Godwinson's grandma's basement looks better than this. Ben said he's done exorcisms on Cortney. Ooh, okay, gotta take a look at that. Do we have a timestamp ATM since you seem to know all about this here? I know he talks about Ricada. Who hasn't talked about Ricada? Ricada's a cuck. Yes, he is a cuck. Okay, cool. All right. We're good? Yeah, we're all good. Go to 14 mins. Okay, cool. $14 minutes. Here we go. We're at 13:36.
Lobby. Hashtag let the puddings dance. It's over, risotto. It is done.
Weirdo who posts this flashing blobby gif.
I seen it all the time. It's just like,
it's not a weirdo, risotto. It's Godwinson. It's a plate. It's the Council of Evil. Listen to Gator and believe the delusion. They're behind the pudding posts. The blobby controversy.
Okay.
Let the puddings dance.
Blobby / let the puddings dance. Okay, there's this weirdo who posts this flashing blobby gif.
I seen it all the time.
He's seen it. He's seen it all the time. He's seen it, folks.
We're a little. Now we're at 14:18.
You don't know the things.
14:20.
I see it all the time. And
That was
I
amazing.
seen it all the time. It's just like,
Bravo.
I see it all the time, and I'm always there when you yell at them, and I've even yelled at them before.
I yell at them as well.
But I think it's stupid.
They're not. Look, folks.
How I don't know. How's a blob of dancing? How's a blob of dancing jellies? How's that an issue? I don't understand what that is. Yeah, this is Chudbud's 4, right? You said Chudbud's 4? This is the one, Chudbud's 4. The Voyage Home.
The important cases of the day, the murder trials and the grand larcenies and the frauds, they have to be parked aside.
That's right.
Because the Avengers assemble.
Avengers.
Not to talk about the law. It's not a law show. It's to talk about how they're triggered by the dancing puddings that are infecting Risotto's chat.
We're like 15 minutes in, dude. I don't know how I come up from this. I don't know how you segue from Ricada to Dead Man. I don't know how you do that.
Someone says...
He said 1 hour and 15? Oh, okay. I just saw 14 minutes. My bad. You got to put in numbers for me. 1 hour. Okay, that makes more sense. Oh, there we go. Hey, there's my hat. Okay. All right, let's do it.
Vickers and sold out all of his friends by showing up and attending and selling them all down the river. It's dead.
My friends? They weren't even my friends.
And sold out all of
compromise.
Snitch. The rat. The piece of
That's
shit.
That's right. Oh, I'm the rat. I'm the rat.
The guy that was subpoenaed by Vickers and sold out all of his friends by showing up and attending and selling them all down the river. It's dead.
Daimo was never my friend. Gahul was kind of nice. Axel was never my friend. Surfer, he's just there. Okay? But yeah, they weren't my friends. They were not my friends.
Man reacting to the night of the league. Rat Man.
Emails leaked.
I kind of like the name Rat Man. I mean, like Snake Man. Whatever.
Oh, no.
The grass.
Personal DMs. Oh no, logs. All of it leaked.
I'm showing you this because whilst he's reveling in it, whilst even he can't deny that chudbuds.lol going down is a massive fucking L.
It is a massive L. Yeah, and go on.
He has to change tack because he knows he might get subpoenaed by Vickers again, and he has to tell.
There's no reason for Vickers to subpoena me again, you idiot. You don't even know what you're talking about. But okay.
The party line. Let's fucking go.
Why on earth would he subpoena me again?
Oh, it's
Dude, I joined that group to... Oh, hold on. We're dropping frames. Oh, we're back. We're back. All right. So, yeah, I said this many times, man. I pretty much joined the Council of Evil knowing that I was going to betray them. I was going to be their Judas. And you can't tell me that they didn't know I was going to do that. It was just a matter of time. It was a matter of time. I had stabbed Axel in the back numerous times. I've talked bad about him numerous times. I called him a pedo openly on many streams. Like, I was surprised he kept on trying to be friendly with me. I was like, why are you doing this? I'm not a snake. Like, a snake goes out looking for prey. Like, if you come to me and I don't like you, like, and you try to be friendly and stuff, like, I'll play that game, to however I want. That's weird, man.
so bad. It is so bad. It is so bad. But the other thing that's talked about is this would be a huge win for Ralph, right? A huge win for Ralph.
It would be.
Oh man.
He knows it's a huge win for Ralph.
It would be a huge win. Oh, does Godwinson show the clip where Ethan Ralph was like telling his people to go to the schools and distribute the leaked porn? Because that's where it's a massive L for Ralph. He turned a win into a massive loss. I don't know. Does Godwinson talk about that, or does Godwinson support that? I don't know. Here we go. Is Godwinson in support of distributing porn to minors? Is he cool with that? Is he? Because that's what Ralph was saying we should do. That's what Ralph was saying his followers should do.
Literally destroyed his A-logging community. I mean, he even knows it. But because he's a snitch, because he's a dirty rat bastard, he has to change tack to appease Vickers, who's the only person watching.
You have to appease Vickers.
How do you turn a win into a loss?
Yeah, you toe the party line, dead man.
We'll talk about here on this stream here.
You toe the party line.
I was just speaking the truth on this one.
Poor planning. Don't be surprised. I mean, normally I stream at night, right? Well, I couldn't resist. There's two things I'd like to talk about.
He had to sweep it up for Vic. He had to sweep it up for Mr. Vickers on the night of the league.
This is how their tabloid shit goes, man. This is why I got tired of the Ethan Ralph stuff. Is people like Godwinson come out here and they put up fake shit. Just absolute fake garbage, tabloid nonsense, and people eat it up. Like, it's insane. Like, I went on there speaking the truth. Like, yes, there was a massive win for Ralph with the Chudbuds leak. However, he turned that win into a loss when he went so far with it that even the nudes that were leaked out from it, saying that they should be distributed at a school, particularly the school that she worked at. So that's where I was like, dude, crucify me for trying to give an honest take there. All right, Godwinson. All right, okay.
Truly scandalous.
I guess Ethan Ralph and a Japanese medal. The Japanese medal's gonna be later on tonight. You guys don't care about that. You care about the Ethan Ralph stuff. That's what we're doing here right now. Okay.
By you guys, there's no one watching. By you guys, he means the Vickers family that are pressing his ass.
Don't care about that. You care about the Ethan Ralph stuff. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Dirty rat bastard.
All right. So what is a chud bud? The skinny on that. Well, a chud bud is a post account thing. It was a front end post, sort of like social media, Twitter thing. Where I guess.
Nothing to see here.
Share space with,
Nothing to see here. Mr. Vickers' DMs weren't leaked. Him plotting subpoenas, no.
Now.
Evil rat fuck.
It was all fun and games, really. But
All right, Godwinson, I'll help you out here. More like I just heard about this, barely did any reading on it. I didn't even know what a chud bud was. I didn't even know what a post was. It was the other stream, actually, yesterday, where we talked about the leaks. And I went over that. So, when is that, you know?
But
It was all just fun and games. Toeing the party line, Mr. Ratman. Holy fuck.
it was compromised, and we have the official message from this woman named Claire who ran the play.
No, so I just wanted to illustrate how Deadman had to change tack because Vickers
Illustrate
showed up
this, please.
and said, "Look,
Draw me a picture.
I'm gonna subpoena you again."
Are you illustrating? Or are you illustrating with your words? Draw me a picture of how this, please.
If you don't keep ratting it out, if you don't keep being a snitch, dirty, filthy grass. Embarrassing. Embarrassing for Mr. Deadman. I've got to log in to show you this.
So I guess that was it. Well,
because apparently I've got to. This is too inappropriate. This is too inappropriate. So we'll have to.
We'll
have to park that
what are we
one
gonna
for a
see?
second.
Is that one of my streams?
But
Sounds
that
like
guy
one of my
there
streams.
is the new Jimpersonator on the block. We may finish out with this one. So, on the last stream, we ended off with this is the final part beyond the Jimpersonator. We ended off Chudbuds.3 with.
So I think he's done. Like, I could say whatever I want about Vickers. I'm not in his pocket, dude. I'll tell you that right now. You can clip this out and send it to him. I could say horrible father, all sorts of shit. I could say that I think Faye is a hoe. I could say he's a horrible father. I think he benefited from prostituting out his daughter and all that shit. I think it's gross, and that he's still putting out there, reminding people about all the family drama that surrounds Faye and of course the Vickers clan every time they do a show. But whatever, people will believe what they want to believe. I think Godwinson has once again showed that he's completely retarded, and there's a reason. I mean, he could be doing more, I suppose. I thought he was. He seems smart. He seems like he's capable of more, but he's not doing it. All right, whatever. Well, that was cool. Any other recommendations here? However, if Vickers did give me money, what I would do is I would tell you. I'd be like, man, that Vickers guy paid me money, so I'm supposed to be his friend now, but what's going to happen is I'm going to say this and that. That's stupid, dude. I take shots for $2. All right. Oh, that's right. The Vickers clan. Anything else going on with the Vickers clan? Oh, we have the rest of the stream. There's something that was mentioned that we haven't seen yet, where there was an exorcism. I'm not sure where the exorcism comes in at. Ben talks about an exorcism. Did we pass that part? I don't see where Ben comes back. Read the results of the Vickers Ralph Court thing. I passed it. Sure. I'll read the results of the Vickers Ralph Court thing. I passed it. Let me go back. Here's where I see Ben come on. There's two parts where I see Ben come on. Like right here. We'll go right here.
I was.
Oh, what were you literally doing? Can we even get there?
I was literally walking and sitting on.
Walking around, God knows where, right? Because you wouldn't tell us where. Right?
Yep. I did tell you where. I did tell you.
No, you didn't.
I think this might be it. Is this it?
Pick you up. And you're like hours away or some crap like that. But what were you doing? What were you doing? What were you acting like? Someone? Why would someone do this?
Because I at the time I said, I get it. I cannot.
Okay, what about now? What?
240.
What were you doing? What is this? What does this look like?
That's true. That's not true. You made me.
Oh, we saw this part. I guess he says it fast.
I remember that, like, it's like, no,
240 right now.
sorry to make you do this, but
Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back. All right, we'll get this part here. More like dead internet. Yeah.
really asked her.
Yes, you asked her. Good.
Yeah, I did.
They
I
asked her to be
literally asked her
for an
that,
exorcism.
And I was not saying like this is being done against my will. I literally asked her.
Yes, you asked her. Good.
Yeah, I did. I literally asked her.
You said, I'm feeling out of control. I can't control myself. And we had done exorcism and all that stuff, right?
Yes.
It wasn't, I was like, oh, I don't know, I'm too tired. And Grace is like, I'll do it. And John was free not to watch it. And it's not that big of a deal.
So there was an exorcism.
You
there.
could take a belt and hit me with it. What are we all? Total baby?
Is this it for real? Because this is when they're talking about getting beat. Wait, hold on.
It was not. This was not something that I was like, no. I was like, and I said to like Grace, I am sorry to make you do this, but yeah.
Oh, I think it was exorcism. Okay, Grace was doing it. Hold on a second.
Well, I thought it was a whip. No, that's not true. That's not true. You made me watch Grace beat my mom with your belt. That's not true.
Yeah, John says, yeah. So the
It was
dad
a-
made him watch Grace beat the mom with a belt.
Well,
you have to have a priest to do an exorcism, right? I mean, Grace wouldn't qualify. One, she's a woman. Two, she's not a virgin. I think you have to be a virgin, right? I think. I don't know about that.
I thought it was a whip. No, but like, I remember that, like, I did, yeah, like, that was something that I asked. If this was not like, and you know the situation, it was.
Yeah, Zod, throw me the link for the, I guess the results of the Vickers Ralph thing, and I'll take a look at it. I did read the court documents. I guess it's gonna be in there.
This was not something that I was like, no. I was like, and I said to like
Zod is very nice.
Grace, I am sorry to make you do this, but yeah, I did ask her to do that, and I was not saying like this is being done against my will. I literally asked her.
Yes.
She asked Grace to whip her with a belt. Wow.
Because
Don't you feel bad for me?
Because I said,
God.
Because I set
You know
him
what that
up.
fucking idiot put me through? Getting him out of here. Getting him set up over there. The mayhem he caused over there. Threatening me with evil. It's all lies.
I was sympathizing with the situation because I am responsible.
Yeah,
for that.
fine, but don't participate in his fucking lies.
I'm just catching an insert part in the stream, just seeing what they're talking about.
But I didn't say he.
Yeah, you did say that.
I said
Yes,
he
you
got thrown
did.
out.
Yes, you did. Lies.
I don't even know why she tries to argue with Ben.
You're a liar, John, you little bitch.
Oh, she's arguing with John.
Liar. Liar.
Wow.
Don't lie.
I don't think it's Is Kiwi Farms working right now? All right, I'm clicking on the link, checking that stuff right now. I think there might be something wrong here. Yeah, man, I'm having some issues going to the farms, to the Kiwi farms. Ben's DDoSing me. It's more believable that Vickers is DDoSing me. Vickers would know how to do it. Vickers is like, I gave you money. You need to toe the line. All right, guys. You know what's going to happen? I'm going to do a little video. Like, Godwinson is right. I'm a super sellout. You know, Vickers is the best dad in the world. He's best dad. He has so stupid. Oh, God. All right, I think this is a big post. Let me click this. I'm just having some issues with Alrighty. Actually, we're gonna wrap up, and y'all take it easy. Vickers told me I need to leave. All right, you guys take it easy.